Hey, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite Thursday night wrestling podcast, regularly scheduled Hostilities with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, still holding that briefcase for only 3 more days. Yvonne DeBoard, and still your reigning 670-something,
we don't care,
whatever it is, champion of the RSH world, Josh DeBoard. And no, guys, it's not 2 weeks ago, it is tonight. And also join us for one more time before Mania. The man behind the nerds of wrestling, not to be confused with Alberto, Justin Del Rio. We all see it.
We all see it, but you won't have it after Sunday.
Yeah, that's what you said last year.
Just see.
This is the last night with that title.
Last time with briefcase,
like Sammy
too.
Guevara and Ty Conti. You don't want to know where this title is.
Oh, my God. You
Oh.
clean that before you give that to me.
That's what that smell is.
Yeah.
And
you better
you think she stinks?
disinfect.
I got her beat.
You better disinfect it.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
I ain't wearing that if it's
Adultery's cool,
been.
right?
I mean, it depends.
Del Rio likes it.
Still clean it all before you give it to somebody.
Yeah, no, sure.
Welcome back to the show again, Justin. Great to have you back.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me on again. I tried to talk before, but I realized I was on mute, so disregard that.
It happens. You know, we've been in the COVID for 2 years now. I still do it at work all the time, so I totally get it. All right, so again, we are just technically 2 days away from WrestleMania. And if you really want to get technical, 1 day, because they're doing a WrestleMania match on SmackDown tomorrow night. So technically, it kind of starts
too, didn't they?
I don't remember.
I think they did the Battle Royal.
I think they did.
No, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, but did the fucking Usos win it last year?
I don't remember.
Jay won it last year.
Jay won. I'm sorry,
cool.
Jay.
SmackDown,
That's right.
I
He got
don't.
his
That was right.
I remember that.
I don't remember. I'm just saying, but it is tomorrow night. So technically, WrestleMania kind of starts tomorrow night because of that match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So,
Intercontinental title match tomorrow.
I just find
weekend.
it crazy. I'm sorry to cut you. I find it crazy that Ricochet is not in the card for WrestleMania or Finn Balor.
That was interesting.
I mean, those championship belts have been a joke for a long time. And I just don't think Vince cares about those belts or those two wrestlers, to be honest with you.
Well, then get rid of them.
Yeah, I would agree.
No, we're not getting rid of them so we can read AEW. Signs, former WWE star.
Sir Balor for the U.S. belt either.
I mean, like storyline-wise, we got Seth Rollins begging for a match, trying to find somebody to fight,
Yeah.
not
That
challenging
storyline
for
has been
either
great.
title. But I mean,
He's begging.
but logically, like, hey, I'll fight for the U.S. or IC title.
Look. Seth Rollins is above both of those belts.
But he's not going to be in the main event, apparently. So what's he?
He's in a prominent match on WrestleMania.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, I feel like even though he's not in the main event match, he still has a main event match.
Sure. I'm just saying, just to the point of, how those titles aren't being used at WrestleMania.
Right.
Shows those titles. That's what Vince thinks.
That's exactly what he thinks.
So what's the point after 5 hours of
There's
TV
not good
with
shit.
one belt? Because the tag titles are a joke, too. We have Omos beating a prestigious tag team by himself.
Raiders suck.
I mean, but they're a tag team.
I won't call them
The Viking Raiders has been a joke since
They
absolutely.
have. They are.
it sucks because I know one of them very well.
We're going to be seeing this till our nightmare.
he's coming. Did you
Since
see
that
him in
experience began, they've been a joke.
Did you see him in the in his Jeep all red? Beer's
I didn't.
coming.
He's
Beer's
coming.
But real quick before we move on and actually get started, watching Raw the other day, they billed Omos at 400 pounds. That dude's not 400 pounds.
He don't look
I'm
like
just saying.
He don't.
Anyway, he's not
400 pounds.
He did. He
God.
came to the ring weighing at 400 pounds. No,
He is not 400.
No,
That
he's
dude is at least maybe 360.
I mean he's maybe 300, maybe.
400, make it
Like,
look bigger.
There's no way he's 400 pounds. He's not even fat. So like,
No.
We gotta cross off the 360. He's probably made like 290, 310 at most.
He's sponsoring Mike's Harder Lemonade. I'm fucking down.
I used to drink Mike's Hard Lemonade when I was 16.
Who is that?
Hold on, let
For
me
real?
retweet it.
I drink Mike's Hard Lemonade like for fun, dude. I'm done after one.
A lot of sugar. I can't do it these days. But back when I was 16, I was a Mike Hard's guy. That is a lot of sugar. I couldn't sponsor him these days. I'm like, if you're young and like sugar, this is all for you. But
There you go.
Yeah,
100-calorie Miller Lite thing.
right.
I need to look at the show description and see what I promised.
What you promised.
Well, let's just get right into it.
Hold on, I have to look.
You have the banners made, don't
There
you?
it is. Yeah, they don't help.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, Triple H retired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is a big news story this week.
Big one.
After how many years was he in the ring?
Yeah, how was it?
I don't remember the math. I remember seeing it, but
Long time.
long time.
Long time.
Wasn't it like 20 something?
Yeah, that sounds right. I feel like he debuted in 1993. That could be a lie, but I feel like
That sounds about right.
and either way, it's a bummer. I mean,
It is.
it's retiring from in-ring competition. The dude has a stint in his heart, so he has to, which
He
I
has
totally
to,
get.
Old from
Jeez, wow.
92 to 2002.
Holy
I was
crap.
close.
You're close.
I'll take it.
That's
So he was 23 years old, 30 years.
Wow, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
man. And it is the end. It's a true end of an era.
Right.
But luckily, it's his in-ring career
Yeah,
ending.
he's still.
not
Man, he'll
his-
still be
They
around.
said he's
career.
really big backstage still.
Sure.
He'll be around for that.
But it does kind of suck. I was hoping for Triple H, AJ Styles.
Yeah,
Mania
we were,
moment.
weren't we?
And I think we were all kind of expecting him to kind of take the Undertaker's role of just showing up at every Mania to be a special feature.
That would have been pretty cool. I wouldn't have minded that, honestly. Putting like the younger talent over, and he doesn't have to win. Just
Sure.
put him over. All his younger NXT guys, like imagine him wrestling if Gargano was still in WWE. Him at WrestleMania.
Absolutely. But not going to happen.
Triple H.
Health will get you every time. I mean, that lifestyle is going to get you. He was a weightlifter before wrestling, and that lifestyle, that shit you do to your body is going to catch up with you.
It does.
Yeah,
So, but hey, best of luck to him.
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's still the game in my book. He's my least. I hated him with a passion so much. I'll never forget the passion I held for the hatred of Triple H. I told him to his face once, and when I was in sixth grade, "You suck," right to his fucking face.
And what did he say?
He just threw a cigarette down and laughed. By the way, that's another thing. I remember after that happened, I remember watching a documentary, and he was like, "Yeah, I never smoked, never drank." Bullshit. I saw you smoke in 2000, in January of 2000, at the Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio. That motherfucker came up his limo smoking a cigarette. I'm just saying. He fought Tess that night. Fucking liar. That's
Wow.
why it's hard. But
How do you really feel?
I hated him a lot when I was a child. But love him now.
Be that as it may.
Yep.
It's sad he retired.
It is sad. His career will live on. Nobody will forget him.
All right, favorite Triple H moments.
Really, I could have.
Oh, off the top
The
of
water,
my
Now I gotta
when he
think.
spits water coming to the ring, I did that from ages like 9 to 15.
Well, I would have wrote some stuff
I wasted so many bottles of water.
Honestly, if there's stuff off the top of my head, now this obviously is just one that I remember a lot. Because like, oh my god, it's when he turned on HBK back in
That's what I was
2002.
Katie Vick.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just seen that recently for some reason. Did we cover a fucking pay-per-view where that yeah, we did.
Was it on Pornhub?
No.
Oh.
Gosh.
What the fuck did we cover? Yeah, because Kane. No, I was just watching.
Oh, I
Random
remember
Ross.
that what you're talking.
Yeah, I mean,
that
we
was
probably
it.
talked about it.
I think his feuds with Cena were some of his best feuds.
WrestleMania 22 was a good feud.
The one that comes to mind is when Cena came back like way too early from neck surgery.
Ain't no wait.
Triple H was like, "Holy shit, no!"
Yeah.
And then Cena looks at, and that rivalry just picked up steam quick.
He feuded with Orton.
He
'cause-
feuded with damn near everybody.
He did. He really did.
I feel like he's the most underappreciated person of the Attitude Era.
I mean, he was like the enforcer of the Attitude. Like he made
He
all
was-
those guys look better.
He was the glue that held the Attitude Era.
He
Like you
did.
had The Rock
Yep.
and Stone Cold and Kane, The Undertaker,
they all
Mick
feuded
Foley,
Triple H.
and then Triple H
Mhm.
was just like there.
He had
Like,
the best
feud
feuds with all of them.
Mick Foley's feud, like her with Orton,
Yep,
feud was great.
Orton, Yep.
Rock was great with their feud. I love their
He
feud too.
feuded- And like when we talked about WrestleMania 31, you see the beef there.
All that. I remember watching that shit live. Like, oh shit, here we
Yeah,
go.
like, we fucking had a
Right.
segment where it's like shit.
One last
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
I did like a Triple H was like, I remember our feud. I remember beating your ass throughout most of it.
Yeah,
She threw Triple H. Yeah.
it's sad he's gone, but he'll live in NXT. I know Sean's running that pretty much by himself right
Pretty
now
much.
while he recovers, but
Triple H had the best entrances too. Wherever he went, he had the best.
he did. He had the best
entrance.
WrestleMania entrances ever,
The-
and
and-
his theme music was always really fucking good.
I loved his theme music.
I loved
His
it
old
too.
school My Time theme music's
All-
top 5.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That was a lot of fun. Now Triple H obviously is a GOAT. Josh, I agree with you. All those moments right there. Obviously what Yvonne said too, the water. I think Josh said that. My apologies, but yeah, everything about Triple H was just top near perfect.
He's top
He was a GOAT.
For me, he's top 10.
Absolutely.
He is absolutely.
I mean, even
If he's
Kurt
not-
Angle.
If he's not in your Mount Rushmore, then
Rushmore, bro, that's top 4.
Yeah, he's not my top. He's not my top 4 when it comes
We
to.
know The
We
Rock's
need to
in yours.
revisit that at some point. We
Sure.
did it like episode like 4.
Yeah,
We're on like 140. So
We know the Rock's
no, the Rock's on my route. Fucking Crushmore.
Rock's in mine. Absolutely.
in mine too.
you Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rock's up there in mine.
Fucking
Charlotte's also in yours.
I mean, it's arguable if The Rock wasn't The Rock back when I started watching wrestling, I might not have continued to watch. I mean, it's arguable.
That doesn't mean
He
it.
drew me, man.
Don't choke on the pop.
Drew me.
That doesn't mean
The Rock and Sock connection.
No,
Oh yeah.
The Rock.
Oh
never.
God,
Josh.
I felt like I pitched a nerve over there.
What other show could you watch back then when some guy on TV says, "I'm going to put my boot through your anus"? I was the only one on live television. So The Rock, he would say shit like that.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, dude. You're right.
It's not pretty fun thing. Real quick, not to get off topic too much, but we all know the Chris Rock, Will Smith thing from the other night.
Yeah.
He tweeted that, luckily, if The Rock would have made that joke,
Oh,
Will Smith wanted to smack him. And then somebody commented, well, The Rock wouldn't make that joke. And somebody else commented, well, clearly you never seen any of The Rock's promos.
Right.
Right.
He did. I read that
Because he
tweet.
said
Are you
some-
kidding me? What? He used to roast everybody in WWE.
He said some words I'm not going to say right now.
Michael Cole and Coach were fucking
Oh God.
like
yeah.
helpless.
Yeah,
They were.
they were.
It's really pissing me off that everyone was saying it was a work. I'm like, how the hell is that? It was not a work. There's no way.
Who knows? Yeah, I don't think it was a work either, but who knows?
I'm
It's
skeptical.
Hollywood. I don't know.
True.
All
I
I
don't
know is they're like the Oscars needs a big moment, or they're going to
Yeah.
not have what happened last year. Then all of a sudden they're trending. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
now they have a moment.
It's true.
It's like it's just a hell of a coincidence. So I'm saying,
You know what's true? A lot of people sleep with Will Smith's wife.
yeah,
That's also
like
true.
Now it's a problem.
Now it's true. Yep. Now it's true. I heard that. Yep.
I saw
Jesus Christ. Where the hell is this podcast going?
I saw a meme that said that is the most offensive I've ever seen. Somebody getting over somebody banging their ex-wife,
Oh my God.
or somebody they're not dating or something. But anyway,
It's in a
well, this
relationship.
podcast goes everywhere.
This sounds like a soap opera.
You should appreciate it. We
Back
talked
to
to you what
wrestling.
fucking VHS's work.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Chuck.
You learned something on this
So
show.
when you go to one day when you go
I
to
know what a VHS is, man.
like I know what that is.
Gosh.
All right, what are we starting with after Triple H? Did we do WrestleMania 31 and end with pick? I feel like we should end with pick.
Yeah, we should definitely end with picks.
End
We
with
have to end this shit with the greatest stage, or what is it? Pendus or something, whatever the fuck they're
The
calling it this
greatest
year.
wrestling match of all time.
Stay
This WrestleMania is the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time, right?
So we're talking about the greatest WrestleMania match of all time, or like moment.
Not
What
yet.
they're calling this latest
We're talking about
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 31.
Now we are.
First.
I thought we were talking about like what we think is the greatest match of all time in WrestleMania, because I have a few.
Oh, that's fair. It's a good poster. Let's see who's not there anymore. Well, that's the main event again. Retired. AEW, retired.
I like how they just. Never mind. I'm
There's only
gonna
two.
keep the AEW shots at bay because I don't want them to be mentioned. They don't deserve to have a show this week. This is WWE's week.
This is WrestleMania
I
week.
think they're all
Even
right.
Tony Khan said he don't want any of his wrestlers wrestling this week in any indie events.
No, that's nice. That's a good.
Really?
That's what he said on Busted Open. He said
Oh,
he doesn't
Lord.
want. He's like, this is their weekend. He goes, it's pointless to wrestle. Nobody's gonna watch it.
Well, that's fair
I mean,
point.
he should have thought about that when he created Rampage. But that's neither here or there.
That is true.
Tell that to all these other promotions that are out there right now, like running shows in Texas, because they have like 10 shows out there right now going
Yeah.
on.
It's a big indie
They're
week.
trying to latch onto that. The fan support down there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I
I
get it.
would love to go to some of the independent shows. I was at a show on Sunday and I was talking to one of the wrestlers who was going to be wrestling there this week. He said, dude, it's going to be insane. And he's in like 6 shows
That's awesome.
this week. So he's going to be there. He's going to be wrestling until like 2:00 tomorrow morning.
It'd be a lot of fun, but a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Yeah. But hey, he's
Loving it.
making the bread, man. He's getting exposure in Texas. So, I mean, you really can't say anything bad about it.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, I can.
We know you can. You're the voice of
Texas
AEW.
sucks. Listen to KO.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the state. I'm talking about like independent wrestling.
You said Texas, it's over.
It's over now.
I could have said like Florida and just lied.
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
Hey, look, it's Stardust.
Yeah,
We'll see him this Sunday.
With that creepy face.
I
So,
think he just ate out the Hulk.
ladder match.
That too.
Barrett, Truth, and I still wonder how this group of people got put in together.
I
Because
know,
like
it's very
Truth's in here, Stardust in here, Harper's in here, Brian's. I know Brian was like his like big first moment,
Our
right?
truth.
Like
Yeah.
winning his first major title.
Yeah.
This?
Daniel Bryan. This
No,
is
that
like-
was WrestleMania
No,
30.
it was 30, but yeah.
This is his
No. He won. This is after.
Also, he went to the mid card.
Yeah, because he broke his neck.
Oh, that's right.
And then they put Roman Reigns over him because Vince was like, Roman Reigns, even though we all wanted Daniel Bryan. And that's why Reigns got booed for the last 8 years, because we all wanted Daniel Bryan to win the Rumble and Reigns won the Rumble. And I was at your apartment when that happened.
Well, they can't bitch about it now.
They fucked up 2 years in a row. But we'll get to them later soon.
Sure.
There's Ambrose.
He's doing his same stuff.
And there's Daniel Bryan.
Yep, he won it.
Winning the
IC title. That's no longer relevant.
The white strapped IC title.
People like that one a lot. I did not. What did you guys think of that title?
I like the old school thin one with the
white's cool, but I like the old school.
It's like the globe on it.
Yeah.
Like the old school, real thin
same
titles one.
Yeah,
I like the one that like Orton held.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I need to get the phone charger. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Killing me. Yep. So that, so this one, it's cool that Bryan won that title, but like we all wanted him to be in the main event again because WrestleMania 30 was, the Yes Movement, and the fans were still crazy with the Yes Movement when he won. So it kind of blew my mind that they just kind of pushed him away. But he did break his neck, and so there was concerns at the time.
I lied. I want to get the belt.
Jesus, you have that.
Here's
the thing. We got comments. What's up, Joe?
No.
Joe,
this
podcast.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
He asked
What's
me
up,
to
Joe?
come on his show tomorrow to do. Said no.
Oh,
But I said no because I was like, we have our fucking whole show, and I don't want to do it back to back days.
that's fair.
I don't want to get
it's
burned
a
out.
great belt. It's beautiful.
How does it fit? Does it fit nice?
Yeah, it does.
That belt is trash. Anyways,
It blends in with the background.
Justin's making fun.
all right, hold on.
I was in the background. You're funny.
I have notes. I have notes.
So do I.
God, it feels like I watch this forever ago. All right. Funny watching Cody as Stardust as he's about to return. Bad News Barrett was
I miss Bad News Barrett.
good
I do
match, a
too.
few good spots. Why does R-Truth always look confusing no matter whatever match he's in?
Still
Also,
looks
Keith is on
confused.
commentary. I don't understand why he was ever on commentary.
I agree.
Ambrose was over as fuck at this point.
Oh yeah.
Ziggler was great. Sold every fucking thing way too much. Said Stardust wasn't the worst gimmick. JK, it was. Ryan winning made the crowd happy and made for a good opener to get the crowd ready. It wasn't bad.
This, in my opinion, really brought back like kind of Nate. Oh, that's my boy Nate. What's up, Nate? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. Hope you guys are doing good. This honestly really brought back like kind of like Money in the Bank vibes.
Yep.
Just a ladder match opening WrestleMania, because I know the next year, the following year, 32, they did the same thing. They opened up for the ladder match. So I mean, I'm a sucker for ladder matches. I'm a sucker for matches like that to open up a big show, especially like WrestleMania. So I had honestly no complaints about the match. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Like Josh said, great way to open WrestleMania, and the right guy went over that night.
Dude, it's like it sets the tone, which is why there's
Sure.
not a fucking chance that the first match, the first person that we see come to the ring on Saturday is gonna be fucking Seth. That is how you have to start. You have to get the internet ablaze right off the fucking
have to
bat.
start
That's true.
with
So
that.
if
That's wrong. It has to open up night one on
dude,
Saturday.
Seth and Cody or Seth and whoever have to,
No,
Get it away.
100%. Like
has to open it.
if Seth Rollins does not, if we do not hear his theme song on, Welcome to WrestleMania, boom, Seth Rollins music hit.
No,
we
and I
have
want
to
to
hear
see.
it.
We'll get to it, but I want to see Vince come out like, "Welcome to WrestleMania,"
Yeah.
and then he starts talking, and Seth interrupts his ass and just comes down.
Yes.
I'm like,
There
hey,
we go.
like that.
where's my match, bitch? Like you told me, like tell me who I'm fighting, and he's like, "God damn it!"
Give me a
Get to the ring.
second. Give me a second. I was just
He
about
goes
to
down
really-
there, and then he's like, "This is your opponent." And, like Chuck was talking off camera. It's like Shane comes out, and he's like, "Damn it, not you." This guy. Then Cody comes out, and it's like,
But
"Okay,
you're gonna face the
No,
son
no.
of the greatest promoter of all time.
Do you agree? Like, you agree that making like all the lights shut off, and then his music hits?
Cody's
I mean,
music
I'd
hits is
assume
going to
that.
be a massive pop."
It's probably going to be the same music he had in AEW.
It's
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
it's
it
gonna
is.
take an hour long to get to
It
the
is.
ring.
So
Yep.
if you're going to milk that for all they can.
I mean, like like Josh said, that I was on the same boat. I said the same thing. I told my friend on Sunday at this wrestling show. I said, Cody's gonna come out Saturday. I mean, I thought he was gonna issue an open challenge. I don't know about you. I know we're going off topic, but his meeting with Vince cracked me up. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Homeboy showed up like 3 hours early for that meeting.
Tapping his watch.
He's like,
And he's not even wearing a watch. He's just tapping. He's looking ridiculous.
This is like if you wanted a match, all you had to do is ask. Huh?
he's like,
Really?
I'm like, what?
What?
He jumps on his table, and Vince is like,
What the heck?
get
you
your
did-
feet. First, he's like, get your feet off the table.
Like in the new Spider-Man when he's like, well, if you already asked the school and they told you no, wait, I can do that? You
What,
can
what
ask
was
the
he
school?
singing as he was leaving? He was saying he's going to WrestleMania or something, and Vince is like, just get on.
Yeah. Anyway, my bad. We'll say
Yes, open up the show. They have to.
All right. Anybody else's thoughts on this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
I enjoy ladder matches. It doesn't matter what they are. I just enjoy ladder matches. I like the chaos in the matches. I really do like that.
Yeah, I honestly wish they'd bring the Money in the Bank back to
I do too.
WrestleMania.
My
But,
notes, I didn't have much. I put does too. Luke Harper looked like an absolute monster in this match, which he was.
Yeah.
He jumped through the middle rope outside the ring, taking everyone out. He's a very big dude to be doing that. Ambrose jumping off the ladder, taking everyone out. He's insane. Yes, he was. And then Harper dominated the whole match. Then he threw Ambrose through the ladder
That was awesome.
and literally broke it.
That was awesome.
And it was a good match.
Ladder matches always have a few spots where I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, ooh, poor Ambrose. He wasn't getting up after that.
I remember the first time I saw a ladder break. I was watching the
God.
WWE ECW that show back in the day, and it was Sabu. I forget the opponent,
Sabu, I remember that.
but like Sabu threw somebody through a ladder and it broke like a table. I was like, oh my god,
Wow.
ECW is no joke. So I wasn't
Wow.
exposed to ECW before,
Right.
but yeah,
I was at Money in the Bank in 2019, and Finn Balor, dude, he got the living shit beat out of him that night.
Poor
Dude,
Balor.
everybody was going after him. Everybody.
poor Finn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like there's always that one guy in that ladder match. Like, all right, you're getting your ass kicked tonight.
Well, he can take it, you know.
Right?
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he can.
that's what it's
And I
all
think
about.
he took like a month off after that. So
I see why.
Yeah, I do miss that whole feel of ladder matches at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Like I remember when they introduced Money in the Bank at WrestleMania back in like what 05 or something.
the 5 Edge.
Yep.
WrestleMania goes Hollywood.
There you go.
Mhm.
I remember like and I was kind of I was in high school. I was like a senior in high school or a junior in high school actually at that point. It's like I remember WrestleMania is long before that, and I was like, oh, this is a great thing. They should I'm glad they're doing this. And then they stopped it. I'm like, come on, guys, you have something good going for you.
It's still such a great concept.
Sure.
You don't need to make it to a whole pay-per-view because the whole thing, Money in the Bank, is just the match itself,
That
not
kind of
the whole show.
Yep, absolutely.
You can have it on Monday Night Raw for all we care, but just make it a match. That's it. We don't need a pay-per-view.
Yep, absolutely. And
Yeah.
and it kind of ruins it a little bit because when you make the whole it feels more forced when you do that kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
And you're right. I guess at WrestleMania it's the same thing, but like at least it has that big match feel at WrestleMania.
Right. Winning it in front of 100, winning that briefcase in front of 100,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know.
So that's something I wish they would kind of go back to because that was a great idea.
I mean, you never know. In due time, maybe they will.
Sure.
Maybe. I mean, that maybe this is why they're trying to see. Okay, let's see how we could do the Money in the Bank this year in this big, massive football stadium. Let's see how they relate to it, react to it.
People would love it. I mean, you hear the crowds is the first night, first match of the night, and people love.
this followed up pretty well.
Yep.
I think this is the second best match of the night. I think this is like Seth Rollins' breakout show.
I agree.
My
Like,
guy,
'cause
my favorite.
people
Randy Orton.
people forget he didn't win this,
Mm-mm.
but the most epic
RKO.
in my opinion, it's the best RKO
It is
ever. So
It's good.
absolutely
to me.
Yep.
For me, it's this one, Evan Bourne,
Oh, that's a
and
good one. Yeah.
honestly, Gable's probably 3.
Oh, like
The Gable
the
one.
recent one.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
That was
enough.
pretty fucking solid.
Mhm.
But the Evan Bourne one was great because he hit the fucking shooting star and he
Yeah.
jumped up real quick.
And Orton got him.
I love
Yeah.
how Randy Orton's so like humble about that too. He's like, I don't really do anything. They land
Yeah,
on
he's
me.
like-
He just does what he does.
Also, FYI, he was on McAfee's show. It's worth listening to.
Randy was.
Randy
I'll
was
check
today
that out.
breaking out, talking about Riddle. He's like, dude,
I didn't know that. That's
he's
cool.
like, chill. He's like, he's like, you ever been around that guy that just like,
it's a cool cat.
I just want to be around him because like he's just always fun. He's like, it's Riddle,
That's cool.
Riddle. Yep.
I'll send that to him.
No,
He
and I-
loves Riddle to death, man.
dude. I feel like at one point Vince like, yeah, we're splitting you. Randy's like, no, you ain't.
No,
I-
you're not. I can see
Not
it.
yet, because I
Not
feel like
yet.
that discussion's already been had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
Randy
feel
is
like it's crazy. I feel like Randy Orton in like a very select few. WWE, God forbid if you're listening. Randy Orton is probably the only one or one of the select few who could tell Vince, nah, we're not doing that.
Right. Yeah, he
No.
will.
absolutely.
Taker could probably say, Taker will say, hell no. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Roman probably say, but Josh, you're probably right. Josh
Roman,
probably,
yeah.
he probably is. Was like, no, we're not. You're not splitting us up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was short and sweet. Best
Yeah.
car all time. Very good match. These two guys had great chemistry. Bad thing is, because of the events later in the night, a lot of people don't even remember this match even happened.
Sure.
Because
That
was always their theme. They'd like have a guy with the money to make lose earlier in the night, and they'd cash in to where they're over. Like,
Yep.
they had their moment, but like the other guy down, like Orton's now going somewhere. Like
Sure.
now he's in a position to go.
Yep.
I didn't have a lot to say, but this was my second favorite match of the
I had
night,
a little
outside
bit.
of the main
I had a
event.
little
Was it
bit,
good?
but not much.
was a good storyline too. If you guys remember, like they built it up because they were both part of the Authority.
Yeah, they
Right.
were.
So like it was
I
better.
like the Authority storyline.
Yeah, I did too.
I did
More, now that it's gone, I was bitching about it back when it happened. I'm like, man,
You
You
need,
didn't appreciate it. You didn't appreciate it at the time.
Yeah.
You're like, it was kind of like watching Raw, like, oh my god, got these off my TV, and then you look back and you go,
I was
damn,
like,
that
now
was
we have
really good.
these people. You have Pierce and DeVille.
yeah.
My GM mode in 2K is fucking amazing, by the way. Random point, but it is.
I heard mixed reviews, but
2K is fucking
I haven't got it
amazing.
yet.
It's fucking ridiculous. You draft your roster, you pick a GM, you pick your show, you draft your roster against the other show, and then you go head-to-head ratings with them. You build your card, you pay, you set up certain matches, you build your WrestleMania card, and it's ratings.
Can you create your own GM?
No.
Oh man.
You have fucking 5. What do you want to create one? You got Regal, Pierce, Sonya, Shane, and Stephanie.
I just want to create my own GM.
No, you don't
I like
create your
that
own.
idea.
I'd be the org.
Chuck,
This is why they don't give you that power.
Had a little bit of I love Orton's theme music. Everybody knows on the show I'm a big Randy Orton fan anyway. I hear voices in my head. I sing it every time it comes on. This is when Seth had really Seth. Orton did a double DDT to them outside the ring. He took them out. Let's see. He did an RKO to Seth. Then J&J got again, no surprise. Then they got RKO'd and they were done. Amazing RKO out of nowhere. And that was the best RKO like we talked about Orton's done. J&J Security, good old J&J.
I love J&J Security. I thought they were great. Also,
Another
Yeah.
fucking thing that is
Yeah.
taken for granted back then.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they're
J&J.
great.
Yep.
I've met Joey Mercury. That dude
Of course you
is
do.
Of course you
yeah, right. That dude is
Is he
fucking-
400 pounds like Omos?
Yeah.
God damn it, Cruzy.
He's
Oh
375.
God, what?
Cruzy, this is no AEW bullshit. This week is owned.
He does that to
In the
you.
words
I
of
really
Paul
think he
Heyman.
does.
AEW doesn't have anything
Here we
close to
go.
matching this shit this week, and this is why WWE's king.
Here-
The Dynamite suck dick. Go watch Tony Storm's
thought you weren't-
OnlyFans.
I thought you weren't
Wait,
gonna
she has an
mention it.
OnlyFans?
Yep, and she like crashed the fucking internet.
Does she show her boobs?
I don't know. I don't
He
need
made
it.
$30,000 her first night.
He was being cool.
Yeah, she made a shit ton of money.
30,000, and I met her Sunday.
For
Nice.
fuck's sake.
Did she give you her?
Did you get a
her
free week
did
trial?
she give you her OnlyFans account?
I wish.
She's honestly like I don't have no problem with Tony Storm. When I heard that she debuted last night, I honestly thought she was already there. I'm like I could have sworn
Yeah.
I already.
All right.
You
Right,
said
right.
Cruzy.
Good job, Cruzy.
Cruzy.
Josh,
Sorry.
There has to be some other fucking podcast you can go watch where they're talking about, oh, how cool Adam Cole is, even though he's 3'4".
You like Adam
Anyway,
Cole?
Not anymore.
oh,
Anyway,
Lord.
He also stole his name.
Oh,
I feel like we gotta do like a show where we just talk about AEW.
Why ain't I watching? I don't know. Why do people smoke crack?
This dude's a teacher and he's saying ain't on the.
They just do. Just because you smoke crack don't mean I want to.
oh,
I
for
mean, I don't know.
heaven's sake.
Anyway,
Keep it together. You can't.
This guy.
let's
you can't
go.
keep it together, can
All right.
Speaking of AEW,
Speaking of Triple H,
their
moment,
first big signing straight out of the nursing home.
Josh,
Sting. Triple H.
Damn.
I thought, all right, so when I first was like, okay, this match is starting, I was like, I remember I hated this. And then I started watching it and I was like, I don't hate this as
That's
much as
good.
I thought that I
Yeah.
did.
It was real good.
I remember being irritated by the interference. Like,
Yeah.
but this moment was really
Yeah.
fucking cool.
that was
It
cool.
was. My big problem with it was it doesn't make they turned it into a WWE versus WCW feud like 14 years after the fact, and for those of you young kids who were around when WCW or went around when WCW was a thing, Sting constantly feuded with the NWO, so like that made no sense
Well, I
story
think it
wise.
was like WCW.
but because they turned it into that, it
Yeah.
made sense. But like it didn't.
my
sit
favorite
right.
moment was like everything already happened. And it's like, oh shit, Sting's got it. Then all of a fucking sudden,
Here
Sean just smacks him with it out of the blue. It's like,
Yep.
holy shit.
Here they all come.
And it's really
And
funny.
Sean just stands there like, it's like, all right, That makes fucking sense.
Yep. And one of the dream matches that never happened was a lot of people wanted, HBK versus Sting. That was more of a dream match than Taker versus Sting for a lot of people. So it's kind of funny that he's the one.
You know what threw me off was like X-Pac was in both.
I know.
He was. Yeah. I'm like,
I remember watching it when it happened. I was like, when's he?
Right.
Because like he could jump because he's in the Hall of Fame with both of them.
He is.
I looked at Josh. I'm like, wasn't he in both?
X-Pac's like the guy who accomplished the most with the least. He is in both.
He just plays the game, dude.
He made a porno video with China.
Yeah, he did.
He did everything.
Yeah, he did.
I basically had this is better than I remember. The entrances were really fucking cool. I mean, they both were. Sting came out to a live fucking entrance, so did Triple H.
He came out to the Terminator outfit that he had.
Match
on.
wasn't mechanically the best, but both guys got all their shit in.
Both
And I
old.
didn't expect it to be.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels just appearing to kick Sting out of nowhere popped me, and I really can't stand Shawn Michaels. Good match. I enjoyed it.
I really liked it as well. I think Sting should have won. And then I
Yeah.
think Sting should have went on to
Yeah.
lose to Rollins
This
later.
was Vince's like, fuck you,
I know.
WWE's better.
And that's the problem. I wish it
Yeah.
didn't do that. I wish it never turned into the WCW.
Sting still
versus
had a
WWE.
strong. It's not
No,
like he
sure.
got buried.
No, he wasn't buried, but he should have won.
I agree. I would have.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Triple H's Terminator gear he came out to.
I kind
That
of
was
made fun
cool.
of it. You can go back there to the Terminator again. Or
All right, Cruzy got everybody's match. We'll take a quick break of 31. What's everybody's match you're most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh boy, that's tough, Cruzy.
To be, honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm looking forward to see Austin Theory and Pat McAfee.
that's fair. That's a fair.
I mean, it's gonna be a fun match. Austin Theory is great. Pat McAfee, we already know how good he is in the ring. So
Chuck
I
doesn't.
mean,
no, I see.
Chuck
I
doesn't
watched.
remember, Chuck
Chuck
doesn't
don't-
watch NXT.
I watched him fight Adam Cole. I watched a lot of that dude,
No, he-
on YouTube. Yes, I did.
He did.
I watched that match.
He did.
I did.
it was but yeah, no, that's one match I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing
That's Cruzy's. Yep.
who yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing who Seth Rollins' opponent is gonna be.
We all know who that's going to be.
We all know who it's gonna be, but
I
we'll,
would
Spoiler if it
die.
was somebody else.
Dude, if it's one person, it's not Cody. I fucking hope
Seriously.
it's Veer.
oh my god.
Him for Raw, and then he appears at Mania. If he does, I want him to squash. Oh,
Yeah,
come
there
out,
we go. He's
like
just-
hit whatever the fuck his finisher
Yeah,
is,
we have
and
no
just
idea.
hits his sleeve. Then Seth comes out
No.
like,
It's going to be the Veer. We'll call it the Veer.
Now obviously if Cody does wrestle Seth on Saturday, which I hope he does, I hope it opens WrestleMania. Who's going over?
good teaser. We're
Cody.
not there yet. We're not there yet.
Yep.
I mean,
that's
We're
a
not
good
at
one.
picks yet.
No, fair enough.
It's
Okay,
hard.
Good
okay,
teaser,
sorry.
Del Rio.
If it's not Cody, then we know what Vince is doing.
The match I'm looking forward to is Edge and Styles. That's
Same.
a dream match.
High five.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me
That's
too.
good.
I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a masterpiece.
That's
No,
the easiest.
I'm
We'll get,
kidding.
we'll
I'm
get
kidding.
to that's easy for me.
hopefully that's on the pre-show.
All
Dude,
right.
that is going to be the absolute most amazing, incredible match of WrestleMania ever.
All
I
right,
can't
so
wait.
this ain't a match, but like how.
right.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
But if I'm talking
I hear
about
they're
match,
main eventing night one.
I'll be this
Yeah.
guy. Like it's this one.
It's this
like
one. Yeah, that one I'm looking forward
It's
to.
interesting.
there's a
It will
reason
be.
it's the main. Like it's the
Yeah,
biggest match of all time. But anyway,
But we'll get to
what
it.
does everybody really want? I mean this.
Well, he's going to Raw.
But that's neither here nor there.
We'll get to it. We have a
All
lot
right.
to talk about.
Triple
today,
H
so-
and Sting.
Nothing.
Nah.
Nothing really.
All right, cool.
Yep. Same thing as
Let's
Josh's.
move on to the match I hated the most of this Mania
Oh Lord.
because I fucking hate the Bellas.
Oh, yep.
The Bella Twins and
Yeah,
AJ
yeah.
Lee
Yeah.
and Paige, which was a random match, which made me wonder like why isn't
There you go.
Nikki like defending her belt against one?
I
of
think I
these
still
people?
see white stains on that belt if I look
Stop it.
close.
I like that deal. That's your
And-
favorite title was that one.
Paige. God damn it, Paige and AJ get the win. Trying to transition. I had like 12 words about it. Not a bad match. Didn't realize how little AJ was. Match felt like
She's
filler.
always been little.
Not
short.
great, not bad. It's
Adrian
nice
Lee's
to see
awesome.
Paige wrestle.
Real sucks.
That's it.
Like I told you, you
God
can
damn
talk.
it.
You can talk trash about the Bellas, which everybody does.
They're the belts.
But no. They are the only
No,
women's
no.
tag. That's the only women's tag team that's a real team.
No.
All the other ones are not.
I'm sorry, the Bella Twins are a team. They don't wrestlers.
What?
when it comes
What?
to tag
You heard
titles,
me.
Yeah,
Yo, wait, hold on. What, Yvonne? What'd you say?
I said the Bellas is the only real women's tag team. Like those tag titles now are not relevant because they're random teams holding it.
Hell
Bellas-
no. So you calling Iconics random?
Yeah, they suck.
Back in the
I
day,
used to like him, but I quit liking him.
They were really annoying. The Iconics were.
Yeah, I liked him, but I quit.
they were over as fucking
were
NXT.
over.
I'm
They
so
were.
mad the way they got treated in the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
agree with that too.
No, don't start.
Let's
We're
not get
not bad
distracted.
mouthing WWE.
Let's not get
Yeah.
distracted by the Bellas because they were terrible. I'm just saying. All
let's
those-
not-
I was
Let's
a
not
fan of
lose.
Dude, if you look at Nikki's eyes, it looks. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No,
him.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're right.
Every
But I'm
time you
okay
see
with it.
Nikki Bella in the ring, there is nothing going on up there. Her eyes are a dead stare all of the time.
There's nothing going on up there.
They're
It's
So
one
I
of
was
those
a Bella-
devices on, but nobody's
Yeah.
on things.
I
she's
was-
just staring.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a Bella Twins fan. I still am.
Now,
but
Brie,
I ain't gonna lie.
there was something going on. I mean, it wasn't talent, but there was something going on up there. But Nikki knew she just has a stare, and that's why John Cena left her.
well, the-
Because she has something
Oh,
intelligent.
wow.
The Bellas.
Wait, would you say there's nothing going on up there?
Saying.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Go
All
back
right.
and look. Go back and look. She has her head on backwards because she's in the 90s, and then there's just nothing. There's just nothing. I'm nothing. She just-
All right.
I don't think your eyes move. It's still the
I,
right
I
direction.
didn't notice that. I guess I didn't look at her.
I'm telling you.
I
Okay,
believe you.
transitioning here.
I
So this
believe
is
you.
when
I believe-
this started.
Uh-oh.
The beginning of Rousey
Yep,
in the ring together.
we did.
It's
yep.
going to be the last time too.
Look at
So-
that. Bam. This is actually not a terrible segment. I do
Yeah.
think it's
funny
funny
that Triple H comes out like fully showered in a suit after already fighting for like a half
Yeah.
hour earlier.
Did you guys see who was standing beside Rousey in the audience?
It
Baszler?
was like all her fucking women, right?
It was Baszler.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler.
that Babes were signed around this time.
Mhm.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I hadn't watched like
Yeah, the four
I'm
horsewomen.
like, that's Shayna Baszler.
So that happened, which transitioned to
Oh, Rusev.
Rusev
another one that John Cena should have
and
lost.
John Cena beat Rusev because look at Lana.
Throwing her shoe at Cena.
She sucks.
And
Too.
then John Cena. And the U.S. title was relevant.
I think it was already not relevant.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Oh,
He
Yeah.
had it. It was pretty. His
Let
open
me say
challenge was
something.
great.
They're all right.
What?
Let's not forget that John Cena started the next night the U.S. Open Challenge.
I'm saying like that's when
Yeah.
it became relevant.
It was
That
their
was
attempt-
awesome. I
it was,
loved it.
It was
was.
their attempt to make it relevant again, and they just never followed through with it. After the
That's
Cena
because
dropped it, they never followed
They didn't
through.
make it the spinner.
I mean, that would have been cool, actually.
But like, yeah, I mean, you're right. Because for years prior, before John Cena won it at WrestleMania, it really wasn't relevant. So I feel like them putting the title on John Cena, them having the idea U.S. Open Challenge was perfect because again, it gave guys TV exposure for NXT. Sami Zayn, it introduced Kevin Owens to the main roster. You had that
Yeah.
random match with Stardust.
I forgot that is where fucking
KO beat him
KO
too, didn't he?
But
Yeah,
here we
he's-
are.
Title.
That was awesome.
He did,
Here
yeah,
we are.
he
How
did.
many years later, and it's not even on the card. So clearly,
Not yet. They're saying Priest and Balor's going to get added maybe Friday. They're going to
God, I hope so. That'd be
let's
Well, yeah,
exciting.
it sucks. It does.
if they add all these matches, people are going to be like, "Oh my fucking god, I can't deal with 20 matches on this
That
card."
is true. They
Then if they don't, they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're just like,
People
you're
complain
not going to win
regardless.
either way."
here's the
They're
deal,
not.
though. It's a 2-night main event. It's a 2-night
There's
WrestleMania.
16 matches.
The U.S. So
Jeez.
why is the U.S. and IC not one of them?
because these matches are
Right.
take all right outside of probably, even though I feel like New Day and fucking Sheamus deserve to be on this card.
They do.
And I know you guys are gonna say Miz and Logan Paul needs to be ripped off, but
I do.
Yes.
Paul's a joke.
like give me 3 matches that you can take off this card.
Logan Paul and Miz.
That's one.
Well, I agree.
Okay,
I
we
agree.
take that match off, but Balor and
Yep.
fucking
Priest
Yeah,
on it. Now what?
There you go.
100%.
I agree.
which
What
match
Balor?
do you go here to
Throw
throw
on Ricochet.
Um,
Who do you have him fight?
What I don't know the matches. No, I don't know. Honestly, they don't-
Honestly, you could honestly take off. You could probably take off. Even though I'm excited for it, but you could probably take off. Theory and McAfee.
No, you don't fucking take that off the show.
I disagree with that one.
What the fuck are you gonna take that one off?
McAfee actually has fans who are watching for McAfee. So that
Sorry,
might be,
sorry, never mind. Forget it.
no,
Huge.
I agree with that.
He's being on.
McAfee's really good. I agree with that.
You know the
match.
only person
I'm
that
sorry.
person match more than
He
Pat
should be.
McAfee at WrestleMania. Wait for it. Why is it taking forever?
I see it.
There he is.
I saw it on my screen.
The next John Cena. Anyway,
Oh my God.
You being the next Jinder Mahal.
all right, you got anything for John? Wait, do I? John Cena's my guy. What do I have?
We know he's your guy.
I think it's
We
crazy.
get
I think it's crazy what's going on in the world now with Russia, and now we have to hear Rusev brag about how great Russia
I
and
know.
Vladimir Putin are.
He's
Yeah.
from he's from Bulgaria. He's not even from
Bulgaria.
Russia.
Look, they put Remember, he put Putin on the goddamn.
I know
He
Lana
did.
did. I remember
know.
that, but
They
it
used
made
to
no
run their
sense.
mouth. Yeah,
I
look-
said this was the whole disrespect the USA. They were pushing
Right.
U.S. titles by having Cena go for it. It did become big during the Open Challenge time. Solid match, and the greatest of all time gets the U.S. title back.
I was happy for it. I mean, I like the match.
For me, John Cena is the greatest of all time.
Oh, for God's sake.
To you, he is.
We know
Fan.
he-
The good guy won. The good guy won at the end of the night. Like he won the title. And
Dudes at Ringside Podcast, what's up?
what's
Good
up,
on, bro.
guys?
up.
Hope you all enjoy the show.
I hope you like Veer.
I love the beginning of the match where the fans were booing Cena, saying they suck. They love. I always
shut
love
up.
that. And
Dude,
I'm not a
no,
fan of Cena.
seriously though,
I
Rusev
love
had
that.
fans.
He did. He did.
That leads me to a point I was going to bring up when we talked about this. I
Comes
forget
to
what
Cena,
it
you
was.
lose your trans of thought.
He said, "I-"
We'll get there when we get there.
As
There
we're
was-
going to be breaking down the women's tag match. He's like, I remember.
It's this.
Somebody was getting cheers when, like, you know, it showed. I forget. I don't write shit down, but when we get there, I'm sure my
I
brain
write
will
stuff
click.
down. I still forget. That should tell you something. But yeah, Rusev had a lot of fans in this. Cena, obviously, I enjoyed
I never.
booing the Cena.
I don't know, man, because like
Rusev had fans. For
we
sure.
He did.
we went to a Raw where one of the matches got scrapped early due to something.
Yep.
And Rusev and Reigns fought in a fucking cage for
It was
literally
it was an hour.
an hour.
Wow. That's a
At
Which-
Raw?
Yeah, it was on a Raw.
for an
Mhm.
hour.
And like it
Holy
had to be
moly.
harsh for the people at home. So I imagine like a 5 commercial break.
Yeah, we got
Woo.
bored.
But the match was fucking great to
Sure.
watch live. And Rusev won.
He did.
Yeah, people like Rusev.
Mhm.
Like he hit his little fucking kick, and Lana smacked Roman with the door, and Rusev snuck out.
Jeez.
See, I think it was a mistake turning Lana on Rusev. They should have let that go on longer because that was like, you know, I like a
That's
good.
so stupid. That shit
Yeah.
was so dumb.
I don't know. The Bobby Lashley Lana storyline is probably the greatest
Oh
storyline of all
God! I
time.
thought you got over that.
That was pretty rough.
That was
Oh,
It was
hard.
good for the wedding.
Morgan was bisexual. That was pretty interesting.
Ew.
Who is?
Liv
Liv-
Morgan, remember
She was making out with Lana.
I can't remember that. Yeah,
Ew.
I can't remember that.
Save that for a soap opera.
All right,
This is
anyway.
wrestling, not soap opera.
Same thing.
What do you guys got? Talk your John Cena shit.
Oh, I think Cena should have lost. I think Rusev. I mean, not because I don't like John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I
time
know.
for it was the time in John Cena's career. He should have lost to Bray Wyatt the year prior, and he
Mhm.
should have lost to Rusev this year. But he didn't. And
John
then,
Cena losing 2 years in a row. No, hell no. You got to pick one or the other.
then Bray Wyatt between those two, he should have lost to Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt.
I agree. Bray Wyatt.
There we
He
go.
might be bad luck because he loses to Bray Wyatt. To Bray Wyatt.
And then Rusev loses and he gets fired. I mean, like he's a kiss of death. John Cena is.
What
Yeah.
happens after you fight John Cena? You can't
See him no more.
You go to AEW, that's what you do.
Yeah, Rusev dominated most of this match.
Yeah,
See, he did. He
it was a
dominated most
vintage-
of
It was
it.
a vintage Cena match where he sells his ass off,
He
gets his
did.
ass beat,
And he gets booed.
gets his momentum back a few times,
He
or
did.
teases getting his momentum back, then gets
Sure.
knocked the fuck back down, then hits the AA kick out, then hits a fucking super
It's
AA
your
kick
typical
out, then
superhero
sneaks one at
story.
the end and gets it. So,
Lana throwing her shoe and hitting
it
Cena was
is
so
what-
stupid.
dude, I did laugh at her throwing. She just like launched it across.
Cena's pointing at the ref like, "Are you gonna do something?" Like,
But yeah.
seriously? That was-
I was actually a pretty good fan of Lana. And then I listened to her on Chris Jericho's podcast. I'm no longer a fan of Lana. She cried 3 times throughout that fucking podcast, and I can't handle that.
You what?
She cried 3
What an
times
emotional mess.
throughout the podcast.
She was a
So,
mess.
What a
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
girl.
also, just so you guys know, she's an actor.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
And I only know that because she said it 18 times
Sure,
throughout the
mind you.
podcast. She
Sure,
wants you
mind
to know she's not only a wrestler, she's also an actor. And
Ah, we won't forget that.
dude, she's the worst when it comes to being a person. But anyway,
I can imagine.
Oh,
All right, so another highly criticized match.
Yeah,
Taker and Bray.
should have been in the dark.
Another
I
one-
don't see like that was one of my issues, but like pretty much what I had was I remember being underwhelmed when I saw this the first time. First off, it's daylight. You got
Yeah.
2 guys with dark, but like
Backgrounds.
this was going down.
I mean, but like you booked the venue like 3 years into. You can't control what time it is.
it doesn't matter. You know, it is.
It
It's still.
matters.
It's still daylight. I mean, you can say we have
I
the
mean,
reasons.
they dimmed it.
We have the reasons.
They
for
dimmed
it,
it.
I wish it was
They
outside of
did
the.
They dimmed the whole like what they could. They darkened it.
but the sunlight's still out.
You can't control like fucking that they're on the West Coast.
I mean, these are just excuses. The fact is,
This
this match.
is fucking how the Earth
Bro,
works.
they were wrestling at like 5:00 in the afternoon.
I mean, it is what it is.
There's girls that I deserve to have in the dark, but I had to do it in the
Oh,
Walmart parking lot and in the
my
daylight. You got to do
God.
what you got to do.
This is not Josh's personal.
And this is
life
another
show.
one that
Gosh.
Bray should have won. in
There's
my opinion.
circumstances for everything, and the Walmart parking lot's very nice.
We
by
don't
the way.
need to know that.
They have nice lights.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
All right, I got more pictures.
That's just the one
I
I
hope
think
they're okay.
this
I
was
hope they're
pretty
right.
badass.
that was pretty cool. I
It
didn't
He
was.
crawls over
That
to
was a cool spot.
nah, bruh, and then Taker wins. See,
So,
look, it was sort of dark.
It should have been
It was
outside in the
sunset.
dark,
It was
But
sunset.
look, they dimmed. Like, look at the crowd. Like,
but it
they-
should have been dimmer.
Right.
You can't dimmer more the fucking.
We'll create it.
I mean, I'm just saying you can say
I-
this whatever. It is what it is.
Fair enough.
It was a good match. I think
was
Bray should have
good.
won that match.
Agree.
I do too.
I said the storyline was solid, but I think Wyatt going over was a better call. Not as terrible as I remember. The match itself wasn't as bad as I.
Taker
remember
looked
it being.
good compared to WrestleMania 3rd.
I feel like that should have been Taker's last WrestleMania.
I agree. He looked good.
He did.
It was arguably, he looked good for the Styles match, but it wasn't a real match.
Right.
But
Right.
he looked really good in this match.
Yeah,
looked
he.
for Reigns.
Everyone said that.
Yeah.
Everyone said he looked so much better, like you said, than he did in 30.
Well, if you get a mohawk in 30, and that's going to hurt you, that's
Dude, we
pretty
just-
rough.
We just had like 7 wrestling pages follow us, follow the buzz.
They're welcome.
They're welcome.
Yeah, so like that, Taker did look surprisingly good
Mhm.
for how she looked at 30, and then at 30 when I forget what was Reigns 32 or 33.
Reigns was 33. Shane was 32.
Okay, I don't remember 32 that much.
I
That was
can't
Hell in a
either.
Cells. I can't attest to how he looked at that one.
And 34 was Roman again? No, Cena. John
Yeah.
Cena.
That's right.
So, you know,
But he looked really good at WrestleMania, and I agree with you. It probably should have been his last one.
Right. He lost at WrestleMania 30. He looked like shit. He came back a year later, redeemed himself, beat Bray
Right.
Wyatt. 1, 2, 3.
that's
King
what
of the
she said.
Beast.
That's
No.
what he said. That's what he said in the documentary.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, I came back to finish it. I looked great. I want to do it again. Oh, I did shitty. Got to redeem myself." So it became a
Well,
cycle
did.
for him.
but even at 30, I think I remember him talking about 34 with John Cena. He looked like shit at 33. He came back for 34, and he only got like 6 minutes with Cena. He wanted to go at least 20 because he said he could easily went another 20 minutes with him.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he went to Saudi and almost got murdered by Goldberg. And
Yep.
then he had to redeem himself again.
Yeah, he did.
That's what
That's like a pattern, bro. It's like a domino effect.
that's what happened. It turned into that cycle. But luckily, he did look great with AJ Styles.
He
back
did.
up.
That was a good
That was it.
What'd you think?
Besides being Stein alive, don't remind me.
Hey,
of that.
he's alive. He's fine.
Thank God. Yeah, it was weird seeing this match happen in the daylight. Wish it was in the dark.
Let it go.
Elsa,
There you go.
don't let shit go.
I ain't either. Bray Wyatt always had the creepiest, scariest theme songs. He creeped me out with that theme song.
I love Bray Wyatt.
I did get a kick out of the lantern.
You're
when it
the
was
biggest
daylight.
Bray Wyatt.
That's like, bro, it's daylight.
He's like,
whatever.
You're the biggest Bray Wyatt. You have more. of
He's
his
like, I
merchandise.
am the gimmick, motherfucker.
I loved it. I loved when he goes, whatever city he was in, we're here, and then he blew it out. I love that
He
shit.
did.
That was awesome.
Josh,
Oh,
you-
dude, you ain't gonna find a bigger Bray Wyatt fan than me.
No, you love him.
You have every merchandise.
I spent
ever.
$400 on a goddamn Halloween costume
Justin,
to wear to
he
his
did.
Halloween party
He
dressed as
did.
the Fiend, and it worked.
It was fun too,
Yeah,
right?
I was
You
First off,
should have had a
I was
picture so you could
extremely
show.
fucking drunk,
Well, yeah,
and I
me
just
too.
kept going up to people saying, "Let me in." I wore that same costume.
The cops came twice.
I came 3 times.
Did you have the
Oh my god.
We went to the Oregon district, all right, for Halloween, like the weekend before.
Oh,
and
for
we went to the
heaven's
silent
sake.
disco, and I walked around dressed like walking up to crowds of people, like, and they're like, holy shit. And like some black dude was like, that's fucking awesome. Started dragging me around with them. He's like, go scared. I was like,
You was scared.
I just go up to her and breathe real loud on purpose. She's like, and I'm like, let me in. She's like, where? I was like, wherever
Oh, you know.
I was like, wherever you will let me. She's like,
You're disgusting.
wow. And I was like, yeah.
You don't sound like a creeper.
That was a
doing
fun
it.
She
Halloween.
said, "Wow."
She's not.
Hey, she said, wow. That's
That was
it.
the first time a girl ever said wow without me touching her.
I don't need to know your personal stuff. I don't.
That was awesome.
I felt
Speaking
bad.
of, you might have a niece or nephew somewhere that you don't know about.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because she let him in.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
She didn't say
Welcome-
yes, but she
Welcome to
did
my
say
life,
wow.
Justin. This is what I deal
Either
with.
way.
Hey.
We can't win.
all right. Anyway, let's transition to fucking this fast. Now look, they both. First off, they
How
both look
hideous
very
Brock
different. now.
Lesnar.
They
Brock
do.
Lesnar.
Brock
looks worse.
Lesnar is fucking country AF,
Now
He
he,
is
And-
country. Hey,
now he has hair and wears a
and
stupid
Roman
hat.
is like the hottest fucking thing in wrestling.
Yeah, he
Like,
is.
you mean like physically looking? Or,
No, like
I could say
period.
he is. Yeah, I know he's made. I don't care.
And
There you go,
then
let's be honest.
oh, he's whipping out the belt.
we all know the
I am.
we all know the one of the top, it's got to be top 5 moments of WrestleMania
It
history.
is.
Oh, I agree.
And it's
I agree
easily
too.
the best money to make cash in of all time.
It is.
Oh no,
Seth
no, I
fucking
like
Rollins.
Edge's is better.
Freaking.
No,
And no, Edge was cool, but this is in
Right.
front of like
the
80,000
magnitude-
people.
This is WrestleMania. This
Yeah.
ain't no
Fair.
way out. Like
No.
It
this
was
is
elimination.
and there
It
is
wasn't-
no
you're right,
there is no
It was New Year's resolution.
there is no way. I had no idea. Like this caught everybody, which is
Yeah.
the point. But like the
Right, it did.
magnitude, and then the cleverness of having him pin Roman.
Yeah.
And then Brock's like, didn't Brock come out and destroy everything
He
the next
did.
time?
Nitro,
He
yeah.
did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got
Like,
suspended and stuff.
and that-
yeah, he did.
Got fucking Brock.
No, you can argue. I agree. I can argue that.
I got 0 complaints.
It's hands down between, we could argue Edge and him, but between those two, there's been no other cash in comparable to those two.
No,
And
absolutely
Rollins,
I didn't have
absolutely.
a lot. Best money to make cash in
I
of all
don't think I
time.
did either.
Very good match.
No.
Completely forgot the match was actually good up to the cash in. Such a huge moment. The match itself was good.
Well,
The
so-
cash in is what a WrestleMania moment is defined as. Epic end to a pretty great show.
And that storyline was really good too, if you guys remember, because it
Mhm.
was, Roman Reigns was the underdog
Mhm.
going against Lesnar.
Yeah, it was like there's no way he could beat him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, "I'll take the hits all day," and he was taking them
He
suplexes
did,
and
yeah.
laughing.
No,
you know?
that's when Brock Lesnar introduced Suplex City. He's like
It
Suplex
is.
City, bitch.
Bitch. Yep.
he did.
And I remember watching ESPN. I mean, I don't watch ESPN, but I saw it on Facebook. And we see Paul Heyman talking shit about Roman Reigns on ESPN back in 2014. And then Roman Reigns walks out. Heyman's all respectful. I respect you, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're gonna lose, but I still respect you. And they walk
Yeah.
now look, now
Now
this
look
is
at
many
him.
years later.
Yep.
So just to see how
See,
that
the Heyman factor is why everything's different
Absolutely.
this time
Yep, it
around.
is.
Like
Yep.
Paul Heyman's
Absolutely.
involvement, the different characters that
thank
both
God
of them
for
are
Paul
on.
Heyman.
Yeah,
like,
thank God for him.
I'll be completely honest. So this whole WrestleMania was great. I was watching it, and I was not at all looking forward to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I didn't give a shit about the match. I didn't want to watch it. But I'm already up. What's another 45 minutes, right? So I'm watching it. I'm like, fucking banger. What a match. I mean, what a freaking they beat the living shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Roman was taking hits. Brock Lesnar, he introduced Suplex City. And obviously at the end, Seth Rollins coming out, cashing in his Money in the Bank. And it's crazy. He cashed it in during the match. It wasn't even after the match. It was
Even the
during
Vader
the match.
Triple Threat match.
It wasn't one of those
Yep.
where like, he just ran in, stomped, and won. Like
He was
Yep.
at
he
it
got
in the match.
reversed.
He became a member of
He
the
put
match.
a triple threat match.
A triple
He
threat match.
tried and then Lesnar kicked out. He's like, oh shit, now what?
He's like, I'm mad at
Bro.
And then
into
because Lesnar got up for an F5 and Roman
did.
speared him,
Yep.
and then he fucking curb stomped Roman, and that's
And
how
they went for the pin.
Unless you want to pin Brock, not Roman.
So
You
there
can
was
just tell. You can just
he didn't win because like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I hit him with my best shot and he fucking kicked out.
he
Because
did.
Lesnar was outside the ring when
Mhm.
Roman lost.
He was.
Did you see Lesnar rolling like
you can
Fuck.
tell. Roman was so tired, man. He just
Yeah, you could
he
tell.
gave Brock Lesnar that whole speed. He was basically on the freaking ground when he got him. He was like, oh my god, give me. They were wrestling in probably like 98-degree weather in California. They were beat. But
Yeah,
anyway, and what else was I gonna say?
it doesn't matter. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what else. No, but so I remember going into this WrestleMania, 100% being brutally honest. I fucking hated Seth Rollins. I couldn't stand that prick.
Yeah.
I'm like, F this dude. I don't like him. WrestleMania 31, he walks out, new WWE champion. I'm like, that's my guy. That is my dude. There's no way in hell anybody's ever gonna top this moment. Until this day, almost 10 years later, 3 years from now, it'll be 10 years later.
Yes.
The greatest Money in the Bank cash in.
It is.
One of the best, honestly, my top 5 WrestleMania moments is his cash in.
Oh, I
Yes,
can argue that. Yep, absolutely.
on?
And like, think about this too. You said about
I'm
Seth
not reading all
Rollins.
that,
You not reading all that?
but I am.
No.
I'm just reading it.
Fair enough. So that means about Seth Rollins. That he almost didn't make it to WWE. When he was applying, some guy I forget the name of the trainer, whoever it was, the inside guy didn't like Seth Rollins. He was offered a contract to TNA. He almost took that contract to TNA, and then something happened where he actually was able to go to WWE, but he almost didn't. This close to just going to TNA and saying fuck WWE,
Mhm.
and then he went on to make one of the most remembered moments from WrestleMania
And
history.
look at him now. And
Those-
I heard that his cash in was like, I heard the documentary, when I heard he brought it to Vince, he's like, "Hey, I have this idea. This is what I want to do." He was explaining like not everyone's really on Roman's side. It's not really his time. They're what do you think about this? And apparently, he right after the match against Randy Orton, they're like, "All right, you're going over tonight. You're cashing in. This is what you're doing."
That's
It's
awesome.
like
what you're doing.
it's like the whole narrative, like WWE don't create stars. Like, could they have created more? Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Have they created stars?
Oh, sure.
Yes, they
Yeah.
have.
Oh, 100%.
Seth Rollins is an example of
Sure.
a star they
He
created.
is,
Roman
absolutely.
Reigns is an example of
Yep,
a star
uh-huh.
that they
Well,
created.
Roman Reigns, they had to. So, Rollins is one they almost lost.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, they
he's
did.
a star.
No,
Like,
right.
they
He's an
have-
example of
Like
what
if
would
you
happen.
look at people like Drew,
Fucking star.
like
Yep.
he went mastered his shit. These two fucking superstars.
Absolutely.
Like Bianca's probably the best NXT to WWE
She
transition ever.
She is.
She didn't change a goddamn thing about her gimmick. She went straight up to the main roster. Started off slow because whatever Vince got to get used to her or whatever.
Now look
But
at her.
she's been in fucking
Right.
WrestleMania main events 2
Ever
years
since.
in a row now, or
She
two main event last year, huge high profile match this year.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
they have not missed with her.
They have not.
They're finally getting on this fucking train with KO. which
Finally
I
fixing
saw
that.
his interview. He said a couple years ago when he asked to use the stunner, he asked Stone Cold, and he said, in the very back of my mind, I thought if he ever does decide to come back for one more match,
That'll be me.
I would be the seamless guy because I used the
Yep.
stunner. He
Yep.
said I didn't think it would happen, but
Yep.
He's like thinking
he said,
ahead.
Right.
he said I would be lying if I said that wasn't part of my
Yep.
plan.
Yeah, buddy.
But like they have guys now, like there's two that
There's
are pretty
two.
fucking good. I mean,
Yeah.
AJ was already there. Edge was
Well,
a
yeah,
guy.
AJ was WWE didn't create AJ, but yeah,
I
They
agree,
did.
but like there's two superstars
Yep.
they have. Like they
Right.
have Charlotte. I fucking hate her, but she's a fucking like people know who she is because she
Yep.
has a penis. Bobby Lashley.
Oh wait, can I say one thing about this match, Josh?
This
So
one?
you were saying which match would I take out? This one. This is the one right here.
I
Don't
agree.
take away Omos's moment.
100%.
I would
I
rather.
agree.
That's 100% a filler for night 2.
It's going to be boring as fuck because these
It
guys
is.
can't move.
It
No
is
offense to
bathroom break.
Lashley
I'm
or
hating on
MVP.
Bobby Lashley.
Dude, Bobby Lashley, he's fine when he's in the ring with somebody who can actually do stuff. Omos can't do shit.
Oh,
Omos is going over. Omos is going over. There's no way in hell Lashley's
It'd
winning.
be a stiff as
Omos
fuck
is not
match.
going over.
Lashley.
You don't think so?
Absolutely
He's
not.
probably going over.
No, he's not.
They think he's going to be the next
So
like
this
big
is
guy.
going to be the match that you guys lose, and then I retain because they did
I
not
ain't
break
picking
Lashley.
Omos.
They did not rush Bobby Lashley back from shoulder surgery
To
have
lose
him
to
go-
Omos.
to have him lay down for Omos. Lashley's going to
Absolutely
beat
not.
Omos and then fucking probably go for the fucking title right away
Yep.
because he lost it already.
If it's gonna be Roman or Brock. Yep.
Omos can be fuck you, Lashley, and they no.
They could do so
We'll
much
get to
with
that,
We're
Yvonne.
gonna get to that.
We get to the damn
Yep.
picks.
So
We're almost there.
Get them all
Brock.
riled up.
Brock.
Fucking Omos is going over.
Well, I can't
Bobby
wait till we
Lashley.
get to our prediction. We're
Hold
all gonna
on,
be
and
around
Rick
that.
Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura go to the Usos too, right? Stop it.
Absolutely not.
No, we should
Stop.
win that match.
That's a joke. So Brock did.
What title's he getting now?
Brock did.
Leaves you.
Right.
He's going to have a belt for every match we predict.
I
on.
know.
This match is for this guy.
This belt.
I just have 3.
Brock did his German suplexes to Roman 5 times, and Roman smiles like we talked about. And I look, Brock. What I said, Brock was the beast then. Now look at him. Now he's just a dumb farmer, quoting Roman, which I love that.
Wow.
That's what Roman calls it, was a dumb farmer.
Oh, well.
Brock
I've
was
been
the
saying that
beast.
for
Now
years,
he's the
so
farmer. But now I just copy what Roman said.
Reigns is copying my shit now.
I know. Now he's copying Chuck and Roman. I think I'm copying both. And then let's.
Are you done?
And then Roman left him. Let's see. That will not happen anymore. A bloody Brock in Madison Square Garden. Basically saying it's changed. Now Roman's better. So sorry, Brock. Actually, no, I'm not sorry.
All right. You guys are all welcome for the greatest WrestleMania that we've broken down so far. 31.
Honestly, like before we go on to this next one, I didn't appreciate 31 at the time. I remember watching it. I was like, that was cool. But looking back like a year or two later, I'm like, fuck. Why didn't I appreciate it at the time? Because this was such a good WrestleMania, man. It was
They've
so
all
good.
sucked since, so it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
They've all been shitty since, so
I
it's
can't
like,
wait to-
Yeah, man. It's
It'll be interesting.
31 was so freaking good, dude. I really can't put it over enough.
I agree. It
I
is
had
good.
something on the table. Excuse me.
What was it?
I have no idea.
No.
I think it's part of
All
my
right.
memory.
WrestleMania 38. So we do this thing now where we look at the odds
Yeah, buddy.
because
Las Vegas rules.
I like seeing where shit's leading. So I can see how much smarter I am than Vegas. So I will break this down as we get to the match. So let's start. So I got these together by night. Seth, we're not going to use that. We got pictures. Seth versus blank, which
To
a lot
be-
of
to be
people
determined.
plan to be this.
Yep.
So,
Ooh.
That's it.
and this is
That's it.
Saturday.
Yep.
So for argument's sake, we're going to leave it as this. Two questions. So who is it and who goes over? I feel like this is going to be unanimous.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody. Yep. Cody.
Cody, and also, like I said in the beginning, what open this up with night one at WrestleMania.
I hope
Open
so.
it up with night one.
Has to open. Has to.
All right. So this is why, because
Cody
one,
squared.
Saturday night,
Sure.
Mhm.
there is March. It is the Final Four.
Yeah. Speaking of which, real quick, not to change the topic, but with that, who's Eric Church, the country singer? Did you guys see he canceled his concert to watch the Final Four?
No.
Wow.
And that cracked me the fuck
That
up.
is really stupid.
I like Eric Church. He's a great country singer. He
For-
canceled his concert to
for
watch the
basketball.
Final Four and see it. It's like, dude, what kind of fucking who does that?
That's
I-
stupid.
I mean, if you did it to watch WrestleMania, then respect.
Seriously.
You must be a big fan of one of the four.
I mean, but like people bought tickets and
And
traveled,
cancel. That's
and
expensive.
he cancels to watch a basketball game. He lost so much respect. Anyway, moving
money
on.
can be replaced. Those memories
But
last
those
He's
forever.
people
making
are
money.
bitter.
I thought that was really funny. Anyway,
That is-
I think if his team gets blown out.
So
me too.
One, this sets the internet ablaze when Cody comes. If Cody's
Yeah.
the guy,
It'll blow up.
it's no matter what. If it's Cody, it's going to blow up. If it's not Cody, it's really going to fuck.
I hope
blow
it's
up.
not because of that fact.
So like this is going to get the internet spazzed the fuck out, right? Like this is going to be. You have to open with it. If it's Cody, it's probably going to be a fucking really good match.
Sure.
as
That's
well.
going to
So-
be.
Yeah,
It's
they're all-
well,
they're all
it
good.
will.
And then Cody goes over, and then we get to the Cody Rhodes. This is why I'm here speech on the Raw after Mania,
Lord
which
God,
we
so
knew was going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
And then he'll be mid card barely in
Yeah,
6 months.
We'll get there. Don't,
But,
I don't
Well, let's not. I mean,
need your fucking negativity here.
I'm just
we'll,
saying.
we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yes, we're not there,
Exactly.
so we're going to Mania.
What
All right,
Justin said, that's
so we're unanimous here.
Oh,
New
God.
Day.
Oh Lord, I got
Why is Xavier Woods' crowd so goddamn big? All right,
Is that Photoshop?
no, that's off WWE.com.
That's bigger than his head.
Look at Butch back there. Look at Butch.
Don't get distracted by the size of Xavier Woods'
He's never
fucking
gonna
crowd.
get over Bush, is he?
He's overcompensating.
But anyway,
Butch looks like a 1940s paperboy.
all right.
He
New
looks,
Day.
he looks kind of lost, doesn't
So
he?
who do y'all got?
New Day.
New Day.
New Day.
They just murdered Big E. It's going to be New Day.
Is
It's
Butch
cool.
even wrestling? Or is he gonna be there?
No.
Like,
He's just coming. He's just watching.
Be nice.
He's
All right,
just
match number
he's just hanging
3
out,
Butch.
doing Butch things.
Oh, I got
Usos.
mine. Got mine already.
versus Nakamura, and I'm not even doing the odds. So right now,
Wow.
the favorite for
Which one do we do first?
so Ridge Holland and Sheamus are actually favored
Wow.
to win.
But don't always go by that.
Whoever the mystery opponent is favored to beat Seth,
Of course. We don't always
and
go
the
by that.
Usos are overwhelming favorites to beat.
I got the Usos.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Shinsuke.
we're not probably going to pick one fucking thing different on night one.
Oh, we
we'll do
will.
some
We
differences.
will.
Justin, you got the Usos.
I got the Usos 100%, bro.
All right, so
We'll have some difference.
we'll get to the
You'll
match
see.
you guys are most excited for night
You'll see.
one. This is Logan Paul and The Miz against the Mysterios.
God, so
I got the
stupid.
fucking Mysterios.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna raise my hand like a student right now. Can I speak, please?
I can't see your hand. I saw your elbow.
Oh, okay. Is this better? Is this better? Can I speak?
Right ahead.
Yeah.
Don't mind my pinky. No, I'm just joking. I was watching Raw Monday, and I saw this fucking pendejo come out with Rey Mysterio's mask on, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah, here we
oh,
go.
People really get mad about that.
I got pissed.
TV off.
He did. He got mad.
Why?
Just didn't like it. I was like, this man really came out in his mask. I just find it disrespectful to a real wrestling fan.
That's the
Right.
idea.
I know you're creating heat for the match,
Yeah.
but this is not that big of a high caliber of a match to create heat for. No one gives a shit about this match.
It's not. You're right.
I care.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't even know who this guy was before he's
I
going to
know who Logan
WWE.
Paul.
Not before
I did know
WWE.
who. Yes, I did. His
Did you?
brother's a fucking boxer. I know. Who
So
he
why is his brother here then?
Because he's
why is
boxing.
his brother not being in WWE?
Anyway,
Jesus.
so
All right.
there's a lot of I'll talk about like the guy who I mentioned last year at WrestleMania. He killed it. He knocked it out of the park. I do not have any faith in Logan Paul whatsoever.
I don't know why
At
the
all.
Miz does. I don't know
If
why.
that man comes, I will only pop if he hits a Spanish fly on Dominic. Then I'll pop.
So
No.
you're picking the Mysterio.
Between Bad
Yes.
Bunny and Logan Paul, Bad Bunny's way better.
I
Logan
agree.
Paul is talentless.
That's the only compliment you're gonna get from us.
All right,
is
so
that.
everybody's
That's
on the
it.
Mysterio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mysterio, man.
Miz
Hey, can we have Dominic turn on Ray?
Is that ever gonna
not a
happen
man.
again?
I
Do-
think
do we
Logan.
get-
I think Logan Paul is going to turn on the Miz.
Probably.
I agree.
I had a
Yeah.
guy talk to me the other day. He was asking me about it. He's like, so
I agree.
they've been hitting look, what's Ray's son?
Dominic.
They've been hitting Dominic turning on Ray, right? No, they haven't.
They
No,
haven't.
like last week on Raw.
They haven't at all.
Last week on Raw,
Well,
they were
they're-
beating the fuck out of Miz, and Paul was just chilling outside the ring. the
He
whole
wasn't
time,
helping him.
which
I
is
could
making
try.
me think like he's
Yeah.
he's over the.
He's
Miz
gonna
and
turn
shit
on
already.
Miz. He's gonna. Turn
I think he
on him.
turns on Miz.
He's
because
going
maybe
Can we also just give the Miz a real jam, like a WrestleMania match? Like what
he
the hell?
already beat John Cena. What else do you want?
Who's this?
The help of The Rock.
The Miz needs to win.
Nobody
a match.
remembers that because The Rock's forgettable.
That's what's my 25. Did you see when Miz commented to The Rock today on Twitter? He's like, "Do you remember when I beat you at WrestleMania?"
He did.
Yeah.
But Miz
It's a
needs to
Miz.
win a
It's a
match. This
Cena.
ain't gonna do it with Logan Paul.
All right,
Absolutely
so
not.
night one's just fucking
Night,
Poor Miz.
night
man.
one is the pre-show.
I feel
let's
bad.
be honest.
I feel bad.
Drew versus our good close and personal friend Happy Corbin.
Not to brag about.
I
Corbin,
think this
but
match is going to be the match that people are like, and it's going to be really fucking good because
Well, they're
both
both
these
good.
guys can go.
Drew McIntyre's not picking.
I think this is like
McIntyre's going over a few.
this is the match that could steal night one.
I agree.
Wow, that's
Talk to me next Thursday and tell me that like, man, this match,
Yeah.
Well, I
Drew
mean,
and Corbin killed it.
it
Night
They
depends
did.
who's on night one. I mean, we know Rousey's
we
gonna be
know,
on night one.
I know who's on night one. I have it all right here.
Well, Rousey's not gonna steal the show.
Well, we
No.
have Rousey.
What's
we-
Edge and Styles?
Styles.
That's
we,
Sunday.
Oh,
Okay,
if you
damn.
really want to press me, but Corbin over.
I agree with that.
I agree too.
But he's not.
It's
No,
gonna be
There's
Drew.
no way in hell. There's no way in hell he's gonna pin McIntyre.
Another unanimous Drew. So night one, my belt's just fucking
No,
chilling.
no,
Night
no. We're
one's
no, no. We're
because-
getting to.
yeah,
There's gonna be some
because-
differences.
All right.
I have two. That's gonna be
All right,
different.
so
I have something to say after, but okay.
Yeah, this
Go
is the
ahead,
one. This
go.
is the one. Yep.
No. Well, you say night one is just like whatever, but last year's WrestleMania night one was way better than night two.
no, I'm just saying night one, everybody's picking the same shit.
No,
So
I don't
my-
remember
Oh,
last
that's
year.
So my belt's safe.
No.
That's
I
my
don't-
number one priority. Fun
I don't remember
Down
last
here,
year.
me retaining my belt and hitting 700
No.
days up here.
You'll see.
I
I
do
don't. I could
remember
give a
thinking.
fuck less if it's a good show.
I do remember thinking the 2020 night one was better than night two. 'Cause I really liked the Styles Taker match.
Yeah.
And Rhea and fucking
Rhea and Charlotte was really
Charlotte,
good.
that
Rhea's
was good.
first
That's
Was that
match.
right.
last year?
No,
Yeah.
that was 2
That was
years
your-
ago.
Was that for
remember
the NXT
That
title?
opened up. Yeah, from
Yep.
NXT.
NXT title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte beat her.
because
Josh,
Vince
you
thought
can't
Charlotte
forget
would raise the ratings down there.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
whoops.
This is the match we're gonna differ.
Becky and
I'll
Bianca.
explain.
So
I'll
You think Becky's gonna win?
what Yvonne's going to say is, well, on Raw they cut
No,
off
no,
her
no,
hair, so that
no.
means Bianca's going to lose.
No. Okay, a little
even
bit,
though
but
she
not,
looks like
no.
the chick off of
Hey, her hair is very similar to mine.
what the fuck?
But hers is
Paramore.
longer than mine. Don't judge. But anyway,
Becky's looking hot with that hair. I must say.
hers is a little bit like my hairstyle, but
All
mine's
right,
shorter than hers.
enough
But
of
anyway,
hair.
that has
You-
nothing to do with it.
You're picking Becky.
The reason is when it comes to the situation, Becky always has something up her, doing that dirty trick up her sleeve, getting that quick pin. And now Bianca just really caused problems, yeah, about her hair. But when it comes to us women with our hair, Becky's in the ring.
You're thinking with your heart over your head.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Well,
you are.
No, I'm not.
storyline wise,
We're not. I'm not.
This is going to be the Bashucky. This
Bianca
match,
has to win.
This match lasts 30 seconds.
It's
if
not.
that.
No, it's gonna be a good match.
Bianca is going to get her receipt from SummerSlam in this match.
Becky's gonna be.
She's going to
Fact-
get in there.
But the
Becky-
simple fact that they really put Becky over Bianca at SummerSlam in like 10 seconds. That was
It's not
so.
gonna be. That ain't gonna be no more.
She's
'cause
going to get
Becky's
in the
gonna
ring,
destroy
talk
her.
shit. Bianca's going to smack the fuck out of her. She's going to turn around and be like, bitch, and she's going to get her up, hit her with the KOD. 1, 2, 3 matches over.
Becky's
and everybody's
got
going to
it.
be like, holy shit.
if Bianca doesn't win, then Vince is not a good
I
guy.
feel like that's gonna happen, Josh. But I feel like Becky's gonna kick out.
It'll be a real match.
Becky's
we
gonna have.
all seen it happen before.
When I lost my virginity, I'd be shocked.
Oh my god, this ain't gonna be no 3 seconds. Becky, I think Bianca really hit a nerve with her last week. Yes, about her hair, but if you really look at it all together,
Is
Becky's going.
anybody else going down the Becky path?
Becky's gonna.
No, I got Bianca going over. Bianca has to win. Becky
Yeah,
does not need this.
It can't. No, the fact that Bianca did get one up on Raw before, it
Yeah.
makes me a little nervous about it because they could do
Well,
different.
it's
things.
crazy. They could both
Becky-
be on SmackDown tomorrow because it's a super show.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
Raw was fucking
Absolutely.
littered.
And
with
we know
SmackDown
how
people this
Becky
week.
is. She always has a dirty trick up her sleeve with those quick pins.
I'm still going with Bianca. I
I'm
mean,
going with Bianca.
you're not the first one who said that to me. Somebody else told me that they think Becky's going to win too. But from that. It has to be a rebuttal from SummerSlam because SummerSlam
She
was
has
a
to get
fucking
her
joke.
receipt.
So
from
Bianca
that.
wins.
So-
We're going to see Becky and her again. I don't want to
Yeah,
see that
I
again.
think we're probably
How many
gonna
times
see
are we going to
this.
see this?
No, I'm probably going to see a few for a while. It's why it's called a feud. I mean, how many times did
You can't-
fucking Randy Orton
it's-
fight Triple H?
Bianca-
1,000, but
It's
like
it
yeah.
just you go through the whole roster.
It's
That's why-
okay. This is the match. I'll keep my belt. And for the
No.
match that I am going to take a piss break during,
Nope.
Ronda Rousey
Yeah.
versus Charlotte for
Ronda
the
Rousey.
women's SmackDown women's
At
title.
first,
You
I'm
got
like,
Rousey, right?
I have Ronda Rousey going over.
and what I told Josh this the other day.
I give absolutely no fucks about this match. So know it.
Ronda,
Yvonne, pick for me. I don't care.
Ronda.
Everybody's going
It's
Ronda.
It's
That
fucking
is
Rousey.
night one, and
Yeah.
there's really nothing to predict here.
No,
No.
well, we could predict something. We could predict, we could get because we are all tied right now, Josh.
Right.
So we could.
Well, you're not
predict-
tied. She
I'm
picked
not. I
Becky.
picked Becky.
No, I said you and I.
Oh no!
I thought
there is
well,
nothing to predict. It's a fucking talk show.
Will it turn into a match?
There's going to be a
We're
stunner.
not guessing that.
The only
We
thing,
This is not. You're not Travis. This is not that.
I mean, it's
bullshit
a
group
good
we're in.
it's a good tiebreaker.
It is not.
The only-
This is only night one. We have another night of. to do
what we
tiebreak.
should do
Look,
is
gonna be
If
the
we
we
get
should-
through night
It's
two,
probably gonna be the
if
same.
we get through night two and we're still tied, we'll come back to this.
okay.
All right.
Because I'm picking Lashley, and you guys go fucking pick Omos. So it's
I'm
not.
not.
I'll probably
I'm
still
not.
pick Lashley too.
I have
God damn it!
I have a prediction. There's going to be a stunner at the end, and it's not going to be KO. It's going to be Stone Cold.
You think KO's gonna get the one up on Austin?
No, I think Stone Cold's going to
Oh
stun
yeah,
him.
that's
Yep.
what we're
This
all
is
predicting.
apparently-
And I
the
thought
main
really
event.
hard about the Becky. That was really hard.
This is just a
That
nostalgia.
was planned
Well,
out.
I also
so.
like the KO re-signed, and now he's getting fucking WrestleMania. Like he's getting fucking huge moments.
That's just to make people keep watching to get those fucking
Yeah.
numbers at the end of the night. That's what that's
You know, it's
about.
funny. They don't care about numbers for this kind of
They
shit.
don't.
though. They already got Peacock. Only number they care about is attendance and how many $50 fucking shirts and $10 beers they sold.
They'll be
That's
looking.
true.
They'll be looking at people watching throughout the show. Like
It's going to trend. It's Mania. It's going to
Sure.
be fucking. This dude at work. It was like, you watching Mania this weekend? I was like, yeah, what match you looking forward to? He's like, I don't even know. He's like, I just know it's WrestleMania and I got to watch it.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of people like that. There's
Sure.
like, it's Mania weekend. He's like, damn it, it's 2 nights this year. That's pretty fucking cool. And I'm like,
Yeah.
who's your favorite wrestler? He's like, John Cena. I was like, he's
Yeah.
not there, right?
No.
And he's like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I hate. I like low key hate kind. I don't hate it. I love talking to new wrestling fans, but I hate the people who just watch it to watch and have no idea what's going on. Like, oh, this is.
Cody.
I had this one guy said NXT ruined WWE. I said you're
Oh
fucking
my
stupid.
God. He's
like
wow.
when Cody comes out, these people are gonna be like, "Why are they so happy? Like, why is this
Right.
relevant? Like,
Right.
what's
Right.
the story here? Like,
Homeboy was gone for almost 5 years. Like, like what? This is like,
Forget that.
all right, night one is done.
And I'm proud of myself. All my picks planned out. All good.
All right, the women's championship. This might be. These are the matches we tend to pick different though. For some reason,
This one, I know we're
You know,
going
the
to pick
last
different.
3 years we've picked the women's tag title match different. All 3 of us.
Chuck, I just told Josh last week, they gave us kind of a little bit of hint last week on Raw that Carmella and Corey Graves is getting married here soon. So those titles, it just gives a little hint that they're not going to have them.
I honestly don't know who the tag team. I know that
I hate-
those two are randomly a tag team. Sasha,
I don't
All I know is
I don't want them to lose, but they're going to. I
I'm
hate it.
picking Sasha and Naomi.
I'm picking Liv and Rhea.
Oh, I'm picking.
yes.
I'm picking Sasha and Naomi as well. They're clearly the winners. They just randomly became a tag team like 2 weeks ago. Of course they're going to win.
But Sasha has a bad history at Mania, winning.
Well, this is going to break that.
Yeah, it's,
We'll
it's,
see.
it's Sasha and Naomi.
It's
We'll
a better
see.
story. All right,
There we
There we
go.
go.
Another big
Del
one.
Rio. Who do you have?
Put the fucking title on Liv Morgan already.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
all right.
Justin.
They're not going
I've
to.
heard that.
They're not going to.
The
All right.
favorite. Yep.
Lashley and
Yeah,
Omos.
there we go. Speaking of it,
I have Bobby Lashley.
I got Bobby Lashley.
This
as well.
one's hard because they've been pushing Omos, but it's fucking Omos.
Yeah,
and
but
he's a
does the
joke.
loss to Bobby Lashley, where Omos looks like a fucking beast, hurt him?
No.
No.
It's
Is
probably
he going
gonna
to stay undefeated forever? No. Who's going to beat him? It's going to be somebody like Bobby Lashley. You think Riddle? No. It's
Who
Lashley.
you guys picking?
It's Lashley.
I'm picking Lashley.
Lashley, yeah, I got
We
Lashley.
bring him back to lose to Omos, like Josh said. It's
All
not
right.
gonna happen.
I'll pick Lashley as well.
With our boy MVP, we didn't get to see one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck MVP.
Yeah,
He's an
yeah.
idiot.
Oh wow!
He only has 9 states.
Say about you as well.
All right.
I knew that was coming.
So Johnny Knoxville
Oh my god!
versus Sam.
I know who we're all gonna pick on this
Zayn.
one. Sami Zayn.
It needs to be Sami Zayn, but it's
Zayn.
going to be Johnny
I'm
Knoxville.
picking Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville.
Oh god!
It needs to be Sami Zayn, but it's going to be Johnny
Vaughn.
Knoxville.
Knoxville. You guys got a point. It's Knoxville.
It's a celebrity match that.
Yeah. It's just gonna make him more mad losing.
Well, they added the false count anywhere, and he's going to bring all his fucking cronies
Okay,
with him.
yeah,
There's
I
going to be
forgot
some
about that.
spots
Okay.
and shit.
It's gonna be Knoxville.
We'll see Wee Man come out here fucking doing a power bomb and not power bomb.
Zayn
but-
might beat
Steve-O.
the fuck out of them after the fact.
Sure.
Like, but
I agree. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Him, Knoxville, and his crazy stuff.
All
I got
right.
you.
Knoxville's
Um,
winning.
That's so
Pat McAfee
Oh,
and
boy.
Austin Theory.
This is another
All
tough
right.
one.
Pat McAfee.
I'm fucking you guys up with the odds. So right now, Naomi and Sasha Banks are favored to win. Omos is like, it's almost a pick 'em right now, but
Wow.
Omos is slightly favored
But
to
you
win
can't
that.
always go by that.
Dude, I got a match missing too.
Who'd
Uh-oh.
you miss?
Fuck. RK Bro.
Street
Oh,
Fighter.
Profit.
yeah,
Alpha
Triple
Academy. That they just added that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, my bad. I fucked that up.
That
All
one's tough.
That is
But I'm
tough.
picking RK Bro.
I'm going to stick with RK Bro. They just got
RK
him back.
Bro, me
They just
too.
got him back.
I don't want to see him lose. That's just how it is.
I mean, I can see that one going pretty much either way between the Alpha Academy and RK
All
Bro.
three of those teams are absolutely
Oh,
great.
but they've been really fucking loving the fucking Street Profits here lately.
Yeah,
too.
they have
And
too.
they're teasing going heel.
They are.
Yeah, it's tough.
That
man.
is tough. I thought I'd pick a Street Profits, but I'm sticking
So I'm
with RK
picking
Bro.
RK
Even
Bro.
Me too.
Even The Rock put over the Street Profits.
They've
the other
looked
day.
pretty good. All three of these teams has looked really
Yvonne, who
good.
you got?
RK Bro.
So everybody got RK Bro.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
get.
I got RK Bro, and I also have the Street Profits somehow turning heel.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I think
Yeah.
that's where they're at.
But how do they turn heel?
Oh, who you
I
have?
don't know. I mean, there's such
Oh.
a nice.
They've been doing that already, though. They've already
Yeah,
done
they've
it.
been teasing that on.
They
They're
really
getting
have.
booed
They-
a little bit.
They haven't
They
been
are.
teasing. They've been beating the fuck out of Riddle here lately.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
they
just-
I'm just literally looking at a picture of Austin Theory and Pat McAfee. I can't even see you guys, but no, I feel like
Oh, good.
they're gonna do something crazy.
This
Uh,
this match is
Oh, no,
tough.
my bad. I had to get
Rock
the
the world.
graph all fucked up.
All jacked
Okay.
up, jacked up. Remember that song?
Nope.
Gretchen Wilson, 2005.
Let's all pretend they know who that is.
I like Gretchen.
She had two country songs.
Bam, we have a graphic.
Yeah, there we go. Last minute update.
There we
What
go.
why is Otis so in WWE?
Because dude, Otis got a clean pin over Randy Orton.
He did.
And I
I'm
bet
not
you
gonna
he does, I
defend
bet
that.
you he doesn't act like the other guy that got a clean pin off Randy Orton and run to AEW and steal his fucking name.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Well, whatever that is. Here we go.
Yeah, run. He got fired. It's a difference.
Anyway, what's next?
Shit.
All right, so we got to get back to this.
He won't shut up.
McAfee in
though.
theory.
This is tough.
This got
This is gonna be one of the most fun matches of night two. I got Pat McAfee going over.
I got Mac.
I have Austin Theory.
My God, you're going different too.
You know, and that's not a bad pick because this one is tough.
It is tough.
They're
Uh,
pushing him to the moon.
They are?
They are
and
pushing him.
Pat McAfee can have his fucking shit and not have to win this. Austin Theory's first singles match at Mania, I think he put him over.
You know, and you're probably not wrong, but I'm still going to go with Pat just because I think it's going to
I
be
would
Pat.
like to see Pat win, but I just think Austin Theory goes over in a scummy way, then Pat leaves him laid out or something.
As he should. He's the real wrestler here.
Yeah,
He
he'll-
should win.
And the dude, he's just, you can't see me. I'm glad,
Yeah.
kind of, but and gesture. But Justin can because you can kind of see it in the corner. But like Austin Theory, they're just treading like
Sure.
it's going. Like you had the guy with Brock Lesnar for like fucking 10 minutes at the end of the chamber,
Mhm.
and you're gonna have. I love Pat McAfee. I said like 2 or 3 weeks ago that he's the best free agent signing
He
in the
is.
last
No,
year.
I agree.
He is.
And
yeah.
he's not even a fucking real wrestler. Just what he brings to the commentary, what following he brings.
Mhm.
He's like the hottest fucking sports guy on YouTube. He does have the biggest show on YouTube, I think now.
Fair
But
enough.
Yes.
he doesn't have to win.
No, he
In
doesn't.
theory
He
wins,
don't.
and then who says this is over after
No,
this?
it's not
Right.
gonna
I
be.
don't think it's
Because-
over.
So I think
I mean, maybe Theory will, get the win at WrestleMania, then Pat McAfee will get the
I'm
win
thinking
at
Theory.
Mania
Just
Backlash.
logic, I'm
what I
thinking
think is
Theory
going to
for that
happen
now.
is
Yeah,
I
Backlash is
think
a good
Austin
call.
Theory
I
beats
just-
him, tries to take a selfie with him. Pat grabs his phone
breaks
Breaks
it.
and
it.
like breaks it right then and there and gets the moment, but Theory gets the win.
I agree.
You know, that's probably not wrong. But just because Pat McAfee's a good guy, he's been getting terrorized lately. I think he's going to win because of those facts. But you're probably
I'm going with Theory just because of how Josh put
You know,
it.
Theory-
I never thought of it that way.
well. Theory should win. He's the
I
fucking
do-
wrestler.
I do too.
Um,
But I don't think it's over after this. I don't think
This
it
will
is.
be it.
They're gonna have another match.
Look at all these different picks now. See, this is
Now-
why we don't pick stupid shit, and I can just enjoy Stone Cold without my belt being on the line.
Oh, for God's sake.
All right, to the match that everybody here.
But remember this too: Michael Cole is still undefeated at WrestleMania. So remember that.
You're not
So,
Michael Cole. so-
He's our spin
Here we
water.
go.
Here we go. This is a tough one too.
All right, so you guys,
This is-
I'm excited to see this, but you guys are all way more excited than I am.
That's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
picking Edge.
It's gonna be a real match.
But you
Picking
can't
Edge.
leave
I just
Styles out
remember,
though.
I remember that Edge lost every big feud Edge has been in since he's been back. He's lost. So
He beat
this
Seth
is-
Rollins.
No, he didn't. He lost in Saudi.
Oh, did he?
Did he lose in Saudi?
I thought he won that feud.
I'll look it up.
But you can't leave Styles out. He hasn't had his payback against him yet.
It's
Edge
just-
is dominating.
all right,
all
so
the time.
hold on.
Styles is winning.
So
I got Styles. I really thought Styles is
hold
gonna
on.
get his
So
payback.
AJ Styles
It's
is
Styles.
favored.
Yep.
I got Styles.
Rousey's favored by a lot.
Sure.
Bianca
Oh.
is favored by a lot.
Sure.
Well, we'll see that. how that goes. That dirty
What other
pin
match did
Becky
we
does.
just do? Knoxville's favored.
Yep.
And McAfee is slightly favored.
Oh God, that's gonna be a tough one.
And they got to stand and deliver us. Dude, Walter and LA Knight is going to be fucking great. But anyway,
We got
It's not
Styles.
WrestleMania.
Styles is gonna get his payback. You can't have Edge dominating.
No,
I got Edge.
You mean Gunther?
I got Edge. I got Edge.
Styles is gonna get his payback. Edge
All
can't
right,
keep
so I'm
having
the only
it.
one picking Edge.
Yeah, I'm
I
Styles.
got Edge.
Oh, 50-50.
Chuck and I know how phenomenal Styles is.
How mad are you guys going to be when I'm like, I get every fucking pick right again?
Oh, you're not going to.
He's
I
not
will.
going to. That's the
WrestleMania is
thing.
when I shine.
Styles
When
is,
Becky gets
Styles
that,
is
when
winning.
Becky gets that dirty pin, when Styles wins, you're gonna be bitter.
All right.
That's all right.
So the main event.
Not for me, but for you. Huh. This was the first pick I ever did. Or win
Yeah,
this match.
this is
Roman.
This is the third time I've made this pick.
Roman.
Is it going to be the first time that he actually wins?
I got Reigns.
I've been saying this since day one.
It sucks.
Roman Reigns.
I've learned in the past to not go against Brock Lesnar. That's cost me a lot.
Me too. Chuck, me too.
Yeah, if I'm going to get
Shut up, Josh.
on day one-ish.
Shut up.
But here we are.
A stupid pay-per-view.
I'm going Roman holds up both belts at the end of the night, and you hear that fucking annoying music.
The
of
Rock's
Rock,
entrance
and
is
he
going to
comes
come out. Yep.
and you get
Me
some
too.
kind of stare down or a rock bottom to
Yep.
end the night.
Dude, the Rock's not coming out.
That's my prediction.
That's my prediction too.
That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Mine too.
Now, let me ask you a question. No, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Mine too.
Obviously, my pick is Roman. Roman will go over. Will this be the first time Roman Reigns pins Brock Lesnar clean at a WrestleMania pay-per-view?
Yeah.
This
His
is
submission.
Roman's. Yep, this shit's. He said on Jimmy Fallon last night, he's like, "This is it." He's like, "We fought for years." He goes, "This is
It's
the
over.
end of our rivalry."
It's
He's like,
over.
after this,
Yep.
it's on different new things, which Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
But
I can see
Roman's
that.
We've
gonna
already
go
seen
over.
that too, by the way.
I-
Reigns won.
I remember him pinning. I think he pinned Brock Lesnar at like a SummerSlam or like a random pay-per-view, but he's never pinned him clean at WrestleMania.
this is the year that he's going to do it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I honestly think he could choke him out.
Yeah,
He
Lesnar's
can.
not tapping out. So
No, I think he could
it's
choke
either
him.
gonna, it's
Pin
gonna
him.
be it's gonna be that or a pin.
It's gonna be a
I think-
It's
pin.
gonna be a pin. It has to be a pin.
See,
And
either
Josh,
way, Brock's losing.
and Josh and I thought The Rock. For once, you agree. The
And
Rock's
you know what?
coming.
I
Rock
think-
ain't
Finally.
going. Rock's
I
not showing
think the
up.
Rock's
Now,
I think
if
he too.
say hypothetically he's not going to lose, but say hypothetically he does, what do you think that does for Roman?
If he loses,
If Reigns loses,
if he
Yeah.
loses,
I mean, nothing really. Nothing would happen because.
But like everything he's done in the past
Uh-huh.
2.5 years has been phenomenal.
I
I feel like he's been.
this, which is going to lead to
Sure.
next year against the Rock.
This is going to put him
yeah,
over
it's
the
gonna
edge.
be going to him. The
this
Rock,
is going to like
regardless.
solidify him. Like this is the guy in wrestling.
He's going to be the first ever undisputed champion.
Yep.
this time.
Yep.
You know, he's going to be the third first. 'Cause
But yeah,
we
he's got
got Jericho,
Roman is winning.
we got Randy, and now we're going to have. Now we're
Roman,
going to have
But he'll
Roman.
be the first one with these belts.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's why he's going to be the first third. It's
yeah,
to be- these belts.
Roman's winning. Roman's going over. There's no way in hell he's losing this match on
It's gonna be
Sunday.
great.
I think it's going to be a good ass match.
It should
It's
be.
gonna be a great.
I mean,
match.
this has been how many years
The
in the making?
build
Since
has-
31.
This
Builds
build, this specific build over the since so they've been building since after SummerSlam, a couple months, maybe
Mhm.
Survivor Series
a little bit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when did Lesnar first? Was it SummerSlam when Lesnar showed up? That sounds right.
because
Yeah.
they created that fucking pay per view for Reigns
Yeah.
to win the belt off the Fiend.
Lesnar came out
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that was on
So-
SummerSlam. So they've been doing this specific Country Boy
Mhm.
Lesnar since SummerSlam, but this feud has
The
been going
farmer,
on
yep.
since
For a long
2015.
time. And this,
But since 2015,
I mean, the good thing is this is the end.
this is kind of like
it's over.
if you
Yep.
think about it,
Mhm.
it's kind of like Rock and Austin. They also fought at 3 WrestleManias, and they've had a long ongoing feud. This is very similar to Rock and Austin when it comes to their feud, and they switched around being heel and face and shit. Very similar. And Reigns has to get this win to solidify his next step, which, like you said a few minutes ago, The Rock.
Yep.
And The Rock has to come out. The Rock has to come out.
He has to.
He
Give him a
ain't-
rock bottom.
It's
It just
not-
go like this. bro.
You start WrestleMania hot and you
And
end that
with it,
shit
yep.
hot.
he
What
ain't
are the
coming
two
out.
most important parts of the show? The very beginning and the end. The very beginning, you get the return of Cody Rhodes.
And you get
That,
the
that
Rock.
gives you something to look forward to going forward and be in the immediate future. And on SmackDown that Friday, you're going to get the fucking redo of the John Cena Rock, where the Rock's like, if you have the balls and are still the champion next year, when you come to where I fucking am the tribal
Then
chief
we'll
of
talk.
Hollywood,
Then we'll talk.
I'm taking those belts from you, bitch.
Which
And
the Rock
you're
will
gonna get
not,
that.
but
I mean,
If
I
all
like
this
it.
happens, I'm
It just-
retiring the RSH belt. All of this.
It just ain't
I'm
happening.
ready-
I mean, that's what he has to do. He has to come out. He has to give Roman.
Start the feud
Nope.
somewhere.
You have
The
to.
Rock come
Here's
out
how that feud's
in
going
like
to start.
November.
Here's how that feud's going to start. Reigns is going to win WrestleMania, and that's going to be the end of it. And then maybe in like a week or two, or we got a special coming up, right? Where they're going to have to do a Legends Night or some shit like that. And The Rock comes out to pander to the fans, and then Reigns takes him out. It's not going to be just The Rock. The Rock's not going to be challenging Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be challenging The Rock. That's how it's going to go.
that could happen too. If we don't
Look,
see the Rock, we
The
can.
Rock comes
I can
out,
see it that
gets
way.
in Roman's face, Rock bottoms him. Roman comes out on SmackDown.
He's all bitter.
Or
That
Raw,
makes The Rock
or
kind of the
Raw.
bad
He's gonna
guy.
be on
Or-
Raw too. He's gonna be on Raw too.
Roman's the heel.
I know,
you're not gonna
but-
boo him.
That's why Reigns has to challenge The Rock.
No,
not
no.
vice
It was
versa.
like John Cena coming out after Money in the Bank. John Cena challenged him. He returned and challenged him.
But
Roman's
they
gonna
were
be-
both
Roman's gonna be-
faces.
But then you have Roman coming out like, all this fucking time I've waited for this moment. I finally beat Brock Lesnar. And this guy fucking comes out,
Yep.
takes my moment.
Ruins his
I'm gonna
moment.
fucking smash him.
He's gonna be on
And then
Monday
here comes
Night.
The Rock, and he's like, smash me next year.
Remember?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Remember when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble in 2015 and everybody booed? They had The Rock run around like a jackass, throwing his
But
hands
that's
up.
2015.
Things change.
The Rock's not going to challenge Roman Reigns. It's just not makes no
He
sense.
has to.
No,
Roman's
Reigns.
not going to challenge
Reigns has to challenge The
Well,
Rock.
then if The Rock comes out and fucks up his moment, he'll be like, hey, we need a fight. And The Rock will be like, okay.
See, that could
next
be.
year.
Maybe The Rock comes out to congratulate him, and Reigns is like, "Fuck you." That could be. I
That
guess.
could happen.
Yes, that's what he's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
do.
Like,
like-
yeah, because man,
That
Roman's
could
like,
be.
And
That
then
could be.
Roman goes, nope. Ain't
He's
gonna
gonna try to shake his hand at WrestleMania. He's gonna
give his respect.
rock bottom.
You think Rock's going to turn on Reigns?
no, I think Reigns going to try to like Superman punch him. The Rock's going to dodge it, then hit a rock bottom and be
Yep.
like, you son of a bitch.
Because
And
they
Roman's-
are related
Because
too.
Roman's got both
Yeah.
belts, so he's going to be on both shows, I would assume.
for,
Yeah, he's gonna be on
for a
the-
second. We've
Well,
done this before.
Yep.
It never lasts.
I don't know. Look, the fact that we're discussing these possibilities makes this show.
It's definitely leading
This
to Rock and
Mania,
Reigns.
It is,
this
it
Mania
is.
has the ability
Yep.
for tons of different shit to happen. Like
Yep.
you have everything. So like you got matches that are probably gonna be great
That'll
wrestling
kill.
matches.
Absolutely, that's gonna be
you got the
stellar.
crazy celebrity match that's
Yep.
probably gonna be hilarious.
Yep.
You got this, which
Yep.
is like it's
Can
gonna
go
be a good
either
match.
way. This
Stone,
one.
you got a returning fucking
Jeez.
legend.
Yep.
Oh,
Stone
so
Cold.
think about that. We got Austin here. We're gonna get Austin and Rock. We haven't seen Ross.
You're
Austin
gonna have a
talk.
return of a dude who like he hasn't been around. We talked about this a month ago.
did.
We did
Sure.
not think Cody.
Would
Did
ever
you
be
think
back.
Cody Rhodes for Seth was going to happen at
Nope.
WrestleMania this year?
6 months ago. Hell no.
Like,
Absolutely not.
I mean, you got a little bit of everything for everybody.
Think
Like
about
this
this.
match.
Think about this too. You just showed Austin. We've been talking about The Rock. We haven't seen Rock and Austin at the same WrestleMania since WrestleMania 38 years
Wow.
ago,
Like
and
this-
that was just to open the show up.
These two nights have a little bit of everything. And that's
They
not
do.
even considering Stand and Deliver. which is
Right,
NXT,
it's Saturday.
Which is at noon. We just don't have enough time to talk about
Sure.
it.
Right.
So you got Ziggler and Braun Breaker, Gunther and LA Knight, which are both probably headed straight for the main roster after the fact.
What's the
the fatal four-way women's match, the,
the
fucking triple
cruiserweight-
threat tag team
the
match,
cruiserweight
the
one?
ladder match for the North
Cruiserweight.
American title
That one's tough.
with fucking Del Rio's boy Carmelo Hayes and
My
Grimes,
boy Carmelo.
the
Grayson
fucking
Waller,
other Usos in it. Like that
Grayson
match is
Waller.
going to be great.
Who else
Grayson
is-
Waller's in it.
Escobar. Santana
Oh, we
Escobar.
have the fucking
Yep.
card up. Look at me guessing. Imperium, the Creed brothers, MSK, Io Shirai, Carly Ray,
Yeah,
Cora
sure, I
Jade,
better
and
not win
Mandy
that
Rhodes,
vote again.
Breaker and Ziggler, Tommaso Ciampa and Tony D'Angelo.
That'd be good.
And you got the fucking ladder match, which Cameron Grimes just got into it. And for some reason, I think Cameron Grimes is going to fucking
It would
win.
make sense
I don't
for
know
him
why.
to win.
But I
Carmelo
think,
Hayes is getting called up. I feel like he's gonna get called up.
I think he is
I
too.
think they've seen Hayes and they're like, this dude's fucking cash money.
We need him.
on SmackDown.
We need him
or
right
Raw.
now. Yep, absolutely. I can see it.
Him and Trick Williams going to be called up soon.
Absolutely.
Go to Raw. I think he'll do great on Raw.
They
Go
did
there.
just sign like 30 more.
Oh, you
fucking
forgot
people for
one. The
NXT.
women's tag titles. That was added.
No, they're not. It's who?
Raquel.
Oh,
Oh, you
that's
fell
right.
asleep during
I
it.
did.
Raquel
Raquel
Gonzalez and
Gonzalez.
Dakota Kai reunited.
Yeah.
Falling asleep during stuff.
You didn't even fucking watch it. I watched it when I woke
Toxic
up.
Attraction's leaving. They're walking in with the gold.
Yeah,
they're
dude.
walking
Toxic
out with the gold.
Attraction.
They're
might be
walking
headed
in
up
and out
too.
with the gold. I love Toxic
Look,
Attraction.
I'm just saying you got SmackDown this week.
Sure.
The men's battle royal. Andre the Giant battle royal. You got Ricochet defending his his title in a triple threat.
Fuck! I just realized they don't put fucking SmackDown on Hulu until Sunday. That puts me a day. Fuck! That must be
And
behind.
then Friday night,
You gotta love
you got
Hulu.
the Hall of Fame ceremony at 10 o'clock,
God.
where the Undertaker's getting inducted by Vince, which
I'll-
should be pretty fun.
I will.
That would
I'm
be-
gonna watch that not live. But I'm gonna watch that shit on YouTube immediately.
And
That'd
then
be
you got Stand and Deliver at noon to 3 on
I'll be at work,
Saturday.
but
Then
I'll
you
watch
have
when I
like a
get off.
3-hour or 4-hour break. Then night 1 starts at 7 to 11.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
You got night 2, which starts at 7
Probably 7 to 11.
7 to 11.
They've been pretty good at getting done.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
their
Time
pay-per-views
since
get
Peacock.
done around
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Peacock really helped out,
And
and
then-
I appreciate that about
And
Peacock.
then you transition to Raw.
God.
You're going to
so
probably have
much.
Cody explain, you have the fallout, right?
Yeah.
This guy's first match, which
Yeah.
everybody's making fun of, but like
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna pop.
People are
gonna
gonna
be a
pop
pop,
hard.
yeah,
They will
absolutely.
pop
And
hard.
so you're gonna have that, and then
he'll fade
all
away
the
eventually.
fallout of Mania. But I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of this while it's
Sure.
and
I'm
he
in-
should too.
Yeah.
He's hot as fuck on Twitter. Motherfucker, like 72,000 retweets on his thing. It's like he ain't wrestled one goddamn match
How long's that been going on?
since before the Royal Rumble.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It is the longest run of vignettes before a debut in the history of
Wow,
WWE.
that's awesome.
Classic.
So this dude's a legend already.
Already hasn't even fought one match.
Vignette legend.
Yeah, so this has everything. Like you have the young upstart, even though you guys hate it, but like this match is kind of interesting because this
Yeah.
could go either
Yeah,
way.
it
Boy.
could.
This
It could,
match
yeah.
is probably going to be really fucking good.
Yeah, they'll kill it.
They are.
Their storyline's been pretty good too.
Like
Yeah.
this match, there's a lot of talent in this
That one I
match.
don't care about.
Absolutely.
Call me
But
sexist,
like
but I
you
don't.
have literally the only match I really am like, is this one.
Because of Charlotte.
I mean, not
I
because
just
Charlotte.
I don't think the
over it.
storyline.
We're over it,
I was
yeah.
over this
I agree
when they
too.
did that
It's
triple
not a good
threat a couple
storyline,
years
I
ago.
agree.
Yeah, same.
Now Becky and Ronda, I can get back
I
into
do
that
too.
next year in
I do
Hollywood.
too.
Sure. The fact that we predicted Ronda at the Rumble before she was even a thing is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you
When
know what
her
I mean?
You
music
guys did.
hit, we were just like,
I
we
wonder
knew.
who's winning. Yeah.
That storyline for Charlotte, I agree. It's
Like
not
this
well
match should
at
be
all.
cool. I like Pete Dunne being Butch.
No, there you go.
I like Butch. Look, the fact that he's
You get
teamed
correct
up with
yourself.
He
Sheamus.
looks out of place as fuck.
No, he
You
doesn't.
can't see his hairdo. He has a hat on.
You need to start
Right.
right there, Dad, because shit's changed since you used
He's
to go.
not. He's not.
Look at him. He looks like he's about to go beat somebody's ass in the bar.
He looks like he's confused.
And then this
He's kind of like Nikki Bella.
Don't
He has a weird eye. So
then you got this classic in the making.
Wow.
Take Logan Paul and
I don't
Logan Paul.
understand.
Bro, what this classic in the making? Stop saying this classic in the making. This is not a classic.
Miz is the A-lister. He could have found someone else than
To
Logan
quote
Paul.
the greatest
Really?
wrestling promoter of all time,
Wow.
that's going to be such good shit.
Oh Jesus Christ!
All right.
Where's your Vince puppet?
But it is WrestleMania weekend.
I do have
It
a
is
Vince puppet.
It
Oh,
is-
yeah.
It is a fun card. So
is
I
fun.
When I had my-
Honestly, it really is. I'm really looking forward to this.
the rabbit one.
wish Bray Wyatt was still a thing. But yeah,
I do too.
How great would it be if he was the one? There's a rumor floating, like, what if Bray comes out and fights fucking Seth? Because their last feud ended in fucking complete dog shit.
Who knows?
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be Cody, but that would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
It's 100% gonna be cool.
I'll tell you, this is probably the only time I'm ever going to be like, yeah, I'm excited to see Cody Rhodes because I just want to see where this goes. And I know him and Seth are going to be a fucking
It's
great match.
gonna go to the nowhere in 6 months when Cody's gonna be back fighting for the IC title
We'll
on the
revisit that
pre-card
in
of
6
Heat. But
We
You watch
can't.
your fucking mouth.
remember Heat?
Sunday Night Heat was dope.
So we
what is wrong with
we
you?
couldn't see an Elias fight. Seth,
I
right?
like how he. Did you see
Elias?
Del Rio? Have you seen his GIF teases that Rollins been doing on Twitter?
Yeah, I saw. I think I saw Marco stunt.
That was his one today. He did RVD, Elias, Veer,
I see. That's why I thought
John
of Elias.
Cena.
It's just classic.
Mustafa Ali. Like,
That's
he's-
on a roll.
He's just like
Who's it
anybody.
gonna be? Marco Stunt's hilarious.
The Marco stunt one caught me off guard.
Yeah,
about
me
Monday
too.
night.
I saw that. I was like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Because I think the news just came out earlier today that they didn't renew his deal, and because AEW is probably signing a lot of people.
They're not.
They're
Which is
trying to
awesome.
watch their budget.
because
'cause
Marco Stunt sucks.
little did they know they signed too many fucking people.
Well, we could have told him that.
But I think that was what Seth. dude,
He's on fire right now.
Might be the hottest Seth's been since he cashed in at 30.
Yeah,
He's doing well.
He's in really
Seth
good.
is fucking.
He's very
killing it.
enjoyable on TV.
He's organically getting over as a face.
Well, and think
too.
about that too. He's been around for like just as long as Reigns, 8 years
Uh-huh.
plus, and
Look, I'm
he's
gonna
staying
go
really
with-
relevant.
I'm gonna go.
not even as long. They both debuted on the same
Exact same
exact
time.
night.
They
I'm gonna
did.
go with the stand. Del Rio. I forget what the fuck it was, but we did this whole top fucking 20 wrestler list. Is that what we
Uh-huh.
did a long time ago?
Sure,
Yeah, we did.
To me, Seth Rollins is the bet. I'm talking about promo,
he's good. What he does.
selling,
He is.
wrestling.
He is.
Character wise,
I don't think there's anybody
nothing
in
he
professional
can't
wrestling
do.
that does it better than
Right.
he does.
And he was this close to going to TNA because that one WWE guy didn't like him.
And
Yep.
Seth is to the fact where you could go to like an Adam Cole or a fucking Chris Jericho or
Mhm.
somebody that's not from there, and they'll be
Right.
like, it's Seth.
That's Seth. Yep.
You're going to get one of two answers because Jericho said a million times, if you're building a fucking show around, if you were building a fucking, you're starting a new fucking show and you're drafting one guy to start it, they're always going to take Roman.
Sure.
Because
These days,
he's
yeah.
fucking but if you're trying to, he's the best wrestler in the world.
No,
He
Seth
is.
Rollins
He has
He
been
is.
for a
He-
long time.
There's nothing he
He
can't do.
checks every box. He
He
can go
does.
out there and wrestle. His goddamn what's that match called? Where they fucking just keep going and
Gauntlet.
going.
That
The
gauntlet
gauntlet match.
matches.
And he had that one.
That was a
fucking night
good
on
gauntlet.
Raw
That
where
was
he
good.
just went like an hour. He didn't even win the fucking match.
But he looked
just
good.
Like,
He wrestled for like straight hour and 20 minutes.
yeah, and he didn't even win.
That's hard as fuck.
Like he
That
lost
was
to the
great.
guy who came out last. You know, how pissed I'd be. It's like, bro, I just killed it for
Right.
an hour and a
He
half.
just killed.
and
yeah.
I just lost. I forget who the fuck he lost
I
to.
remember, man.
Now have
I
to look.
forgot
It's
too.
under me, but Seth is going to steal night one up to the point where Stone Cold and KO.
Yeah, he will.
So it's going to have a great
It
beginning.
has to
and
kick off with Seth. Has
The
to.
last question I'll have before we wrap it up: which match would you guys start off night two with?
Night 2. Let's see.
Oh,
Because I think Styles and Edge should start night two.
I was thinking.
I think
that.
the
I was
first
thinking
thing
that
you want to
too.
hear is Edge's come out,
And the phenomenal.
cut a promo,
Yeah.
like I'm about to end your boy AJ Styles, and you hear that.
What else
And you
is
get-
on?
I would honestly start off Sammy and Johnny night 2.
Okay.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, no disqualification. They love Knoxville.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on that one. I really
I
don't
see
know.
one of those two styles.
I'm not a
Knoxville.
promoter.
One
All
of
right, it
those
was
two.
2008,
Holy moly,
That's an 8.
2018.
I was gonna say, there's no way it was 8 because he wasn't even in WWE yet.
All right, so he beat Roman Reigns
Yep.
first. Then he beat John Cena.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
John Cena put him over. Yep.
He lost
That's
to
impressive.
Elias.
He lost to Elias.
Your boy.
Braun Strowman came out and attacked him.
Jesus.
Wow.
Seth had taped ribs in this match.
Oh, taped
Strowman
ribs,
hit
there
the
we go.
slam on him, and Elias got the pin. Finn Balor came out and beat Elias. The Miz beat Balor, and Braun Strowman came out and beat the Miz and won.
Elias beats Seth.
But Seth was in the match for 62 minutes,
Our
and the
boy
match
Elias.
was 82 minutes long.
Wow.
Classic.
Our boy.
And where the
Elias.
fuck's Elias now?
Oh, man, I said hour and a half. Damn, I was way off.
Elias
Hey, that's
an hour.
That's a straight
That's a
wrestling time.
Over an hour, though, is no joke.
and our boy Elias beats Seth.
And if I remember correctly, that shit opened up the show. So he wrestled from probably like 8 o'clock to
Ooh.
like 9:02, 9:05.
Jeez,
That's
a
no
lot.
joke.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I remember everybody was praising him after. I think Cena was praising him after too on Twitter. Like he was saying, like this homeboy wrestled a straight hour.
Everybody praised him after that.
Well,
It
think of
put him
the
over.
Gauntlet match has got Kofi.
Yep.
Like Kofi
Yeah.
Mania was started on that Gauntlet
Yeah, it was.
match.
Mhm.
But that's it.
That's it.
This is the last RSH before WrestleMania 2022, WrestleMania 38. It's going to be an epic 2-night event.
It's gonna be
Yeah, for
exciting.
people keeping track. So we're different on Edge and AJ,
Yeah, it was.
McAfee and
The
Theory.
women's tag.
So there's 2.
Women's tag.
The
match.
women's tag, there's 3.
Who else?
Bianca and Becky.
Yep, that's
4.
which I can't wait to be right about.
I mean, you're going to be wrong about
So
that.
we're
but
4 matches.
If I am
Different.
right about it, I can't wait to brag on the show next week about it. So
Oh.
if I'm right,
cash in that money in the bank and get some extra points,
You got-
girl.
you
You're
got-
not, you're not gonna be right. Bianca's going over.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Bianca's going over.
We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of people
This is
saying
coming.
Becky. There's
This
a lot.
fucking weekend.
We'll see.
And then Monday, what are we
Veer.
leading the show off with next week?
Oh, Veer.
This
Again.
No, it's going to be Veer Maha came to Raw
Yeah.
Oh God.
by next week at this time.
Who's he squash?
Who does he?
Hopefully Cody Rhodes.
Who do they feed?
Cody. He could. He could.
Fuck.
He can interrupt Cody.
I think they feed him like
Somebody no name. Yeah.
Like-
Yo, they're gonna feed Seth Elias.
Oh
They
God,
need
I'm
Elias.
upset, Josh.
What if Veer Mahan is Elias? He just has really good makeup.
this
Wow.
is the gimmick that this is the gimmick.
Who is for him to squish? Like,
Yeah, there's tons of
there's people he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many.
All right, guys, that's going to end this episode of regularly scheduled Hostilities. Next time you see us, that title's going to be different. Veer will be here,
Yep.
and it's
I
going
agree
to
with
be
Chuck.
nuts.
Title
So,
will be over here, not over there.
thanks again, Justin Del Rio
Absolutely.
from Nerds of Wrestling, joining the show tonight.
Oh, he also posted a GIF of Bailey.
I know. I liked it.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And
Scott
Papa
Steiner.
Pump
Scott Steiner.
and
Papa
Rob Van
Pump.
Dam.
Ew, Cena.
What again?
See,
I don't know. I feel like Marco Stunt had me dying the most. That was a good one.
It did.
That was
Look at
hilarious.
that dancing.
was definitely the most random one out of all of them.
Yeah,
that
it was.
cracked me up as well. All right, guys, that's it.
That's it.
Go watch Nerds of Wrestling. Follow the Facebook page. Follow the RSH Wrestling page and the Buzz page. All that good shit. Follow us on Twitter. That's where we're most active, even though I just read more than I post. But
It's okay. I'm on Twitter retweeting shit. Like
Me
crazy.
too. Me too. I'm posting. Yep.
is what it is. And at the end of the day, as always, if you're this far and you did not let the show, fuck you, and continue to fear regularly scheduled hostilities.